And we're live.
Oh,
Hey, everybody, and welcome to D4, where I, Dustin,
and I, Devin, co-DM a 5th edition game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
we got a few sponsors to get through tonight before we get going with session 97. So close to session 100. What? But it's March. You like dice. We like that you were here. So these are straight up facts. We also have a discount code for 10% off your next order from of dice from Die Hard Dice. If you use D4MAR, these are also facts. All of these facts are peer-reviewed and scientifically proven. Don't believe us? Go try it for yourself.
Let's hear from our sponsors.
So, until told otherwise, I'm going to assume we are just continuously giving away player bundles. So put in hashtag Beyond because we got another player bundle coming in. And to celebrate, I have been making subclasses, and I would like to introduce you to the Barbarian Unhinged Teenager subclass.
Oh my god.
Yes. Shut up, stop taking my spot. All right. So anyway, at level 5, you get off my back, Dad. It's like, so whenever your dad tries to make you do some bullshit, like, you know, why don't you come out of your room, Karen? And I'm like, get off my fucking back, Dad.
Yeah.
You get a +1 to your attack modifier.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On it all the time. So at level 11, you get my life is such bullshit. So whenever you encounter some bullshit in your life, and this stacks with get off my back, Dad, because your dad is such bullshit. So it's like a stacking thing, because, you know, it's not just my dad. It's like, you know, I sent Jessica a text, and I could see she read the text, and she won't text me back, probably because she's busy drinking her dad's booze. Yeah, I saw that, Jessica. You're a fucking alcoholic. Just admit it. Anyway, you get an extra rage store every time your life is bullshit. So every time your life is bullshit, you just collect more rage. But at level 17, you meet Brad. And he is so fucking hot. But he's with that slut, Sharon, who doesn't fucking appreciate it. And she's a fucking slut. She's gone around the block so many fucking times. And she's slutting it up everywhere she goes. And why don't you just leave Brad so I can have him? Sharon, you fucking slut, come on! God!
Is Brad a bro fighter?
I'm on the phone back here.
Shut up! God! Anyway, you can maintain your rage while the Brad is with that slut, Melissa. Okay, moving on.
Melissa, I thought it was Sharon.
It's both of them, let's be honest. You know, the thing that would get Brad's attention?
What?
Oh my god, those sweet coins from Beetle and Grimm. They're amazing. They have the soul coin back in stock, which you should totally get one because they're giant and they're metal and they're super cool. And then they also have the Curse of Strahd coins in the store right now. And those are super cool. They've got like this totally hot vampire guy on the top of them. Like, vampires are so sexy. Oh my God. So you should head over to beetleandgrims.com and get this cool hot stuff. And then you can get all the guys and be a slut like Sharon.
Brad is like a pale Jacob.
Real hot.
So,
Yeah.
you know, when your summer vacation isn't really going the way you want it to, sometimes you got to whip it right back into shape. Step up. It's not too late to whip it with Eldritch Foundry, because they just announced new whips that you can put on your miniatures on your table. Eldritch Foundry makes the best miniatures you can get. If you want to whip it, then you can go get it for tonight by putting in hashtag Eldritch right into our chat. Why don't you do that tonight for a chance to win your own Eldritch Foundry miniature, or put in D4D&D to get 15% off on their website. Maybe you want more than one miniature. Maybe you want one of Brad. I would too. So check it out, Eldritch Foundry.
Oh yeah, that's me. I forgot. Say hi, I'm Jessica. And I haven't really been paying much attention lately, so because I've been like too busy watching like RockPunch ATL videos and stuff and whatever, so I haven't really been able to get on like Snap Scroll to respond to Rebecca. So like, no shut slamming, please. Thank you.
It's a lie.
Anyways, yeah, I'm talking. Anyway, so you should also check out RockPunch ATL. I've kind of fallen down like a rabbit hole of videos with them, so it's like pretty sick. And yeah, also follow them on all the social meds, you know, like Twitter and obviously follow on Twitch and Insta, and then I guess if that's your thing, Facebook, but like cool, whatever. Yeah, so just like do that. Tell Rebecca I'll respond when I want to, and that she doesn't need to be so needy all the time. And
I'm not needy or emotionally unavailable.
oh my god, we've talked about this.
I'm on the phone.
Oh my god, Dad!
Whatever. I got Brad.
Excuse me, Sharon. Or what? I saw him with Melissa though.
Wait, what?
Does Melissa have something to add?
I do. If you want some totally tubular merchandise for this wonderful show that we're looking at right now, you see it with your face. It's at d4dnd.com. And I'm kind of the Swiss person here between Sharon and Rebecca. Have a wonderful day.
I'm sorry, this is a Wendy's. But I can try to help with all of your turmoil by giving you something else to do. Would you like to play a nice game while you order your food? Please order your food and move on to the drive-thru. But you should also, when you get home, you should play Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is awesome. And we have a chess code right down here. I practiced again. I'm pointing in the right direction. Look, it's right there. Go play and get some loot and make Sharon feel bad about not having as much loot, I guess. Okay, please drive through.
Oh my god. And we have one more huge announcement for RockPunch. This Friday kicks off a 4-part miniseries in partnership with Monty Cook Games to bring a live stream 5th edition D&D version of their campaign setting Tollus. It is going to be DM'd by none other than Jeffrey N. Baker, aka Liam Gray. And he will be leading Latia Jaquise, Babs the Bat, Mark Meir, and Jacob Plecu, aka Duval, through the city of Spires. And we're super excited to bring it to y'all. It is going to be a time you do not want to miss it. That is this Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So be there and check that out.
Yes. Also, we apologize for losing complete control over everything beforehand. So let's just move along. And without further ado, let us immerse ourselves
into the Chronicles of D4.
And we don't condone slut shaming. Thank you.
Yeah.
Canon.
Canon.
And we're back.
So, last time on Delayed Dialogues and Duppy Detainments, the group continued to have their last few conversations with friendly visitors discussing the future of the city, their roles in it, and their plans to visit the Star Mounts while the party died down. It isn't lost to everyone that Voss doesn't know the meaning of relaxation or celebration, as he used almost every moment to continue networking his machinations leading a few of them to have serious conversations as they are concerned for him.
The next day, the BFGs are greeted by the Nimblewright automaton Nim, who came to them seeking assistance in a strange matter of experimentation and securing of a potential power source. The more he described it, it led to them all to believe the former murdered techsmith Twiggy's spirits had manifested within the walls of the House of Inspired Hands. Upon arrival, they are greeted by the nervous, awkward, and painfully sober dwarf Troet Ghostbreaker, who seems to confuse all of their artificer engineering with their old ancestors.
They're also held witness to the once destroyed Growlhun Nimblewright that Nim has rebuilt and reinforced with a larger chassis, crowned with a cylindrical domed glass cloche filled with a brain floating in an off-color clear liquid. They are briefly informed on how to use the ghost-catching equipment before wandering into the techsmith's private artificer laboratories and tinker workshops. Unsure of what to do, they work their way room to room, assembling the neutrinometer repulsors under Troet's orders to repel Twiggy's spirit out of the labs.
At the same time, Harold cleverly disguises himself as a Gondar and convinces Twiggy to help him investigate the problem happening in the testing and experimentation room, as V convinces him in the last moment amidst the chaos to come explain something to her, which causes Twiggy to cross the threshold of Troet's ghost trap, where they wrangle the ghost into the ruby shard that once lived within the mechanical parade dragon. With the shard now housed into the chest of the newly modified Nimblewright, the party watches as Nim brings Twiggy, the techsmith of Gone, back to life in a unique scientific version of resurrection. And that is where we pick up tonight's story.
I am just like, I'm not clamoring over this body, but I'm just like, huh. And I'm studying every inch of it. Like, how did this, that shouldn't work.
Piggy?
And then Nim returns back into the room. Here you are, sir. Your hats, as requested. I must inform you, sir, that it was with the help, once again, of these few, now aided by Gondar's Troet, that you are given a new body, in order to enable your and continue your inspiring experiments.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. It will be much easier to continue my work now. Do I feel taller? I look taller. Do I look taller?
You are very much taller.
You are taller,
Yeah, you're
yes.
very much taller.
As I'm looking up at him.
He kind of looks down. Fascinating. Now I won't need to set aside time for eating and sleeping, which means more time for science.
I have a real quick question for you, Twiggy.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened while you were a ghost?
Not kind of. I was similar. Yes. It was working.
Do you remember possessing me?
Kind of. It's a little foggy, a little gray.
What is the last thing you remember?
Well, that is an interesting question. Very strange. I had thought one of the Gondars had unlocked the potential of cloning because I was looking in a mirror. Except I had very cold, dead-looking eyes. Well, my eyes, but not. You know what I mean? Anyways, then I felt this warm rush of blood pour out from my neck. I was entirely intrigued by the possibility of myself being the clone and started trying to replicate its sciences. Which is what I was doing, I believe, while I was still working. Even in death, because science never sleeps. But, sadly to no avail. Yet.
Wait, did you see who sliced your throat?
Didn't
Yes,
you hear
myself.
what he said? It was him.
Like I said, I believe it was a clone, but I don't quite sure where. I didn't see what happened once, all of my blood left my body, because then everything just went dark. But then I woke up and I just started working again.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
She glances at Voss.
Boss is just thinking he's not exactly sure what to make of this story.
I got a 12.
There's a trillion different ways to make yourself look like somebody else right before you kill them. Not that I have experience, I just know.
I'm more focused on the mirror.
It was that explanation is it looked like he was looking into a mirror because he was looking at himself.
Yep.
I thought he said he was actually looking into the mirror, and then the mirror
That's
just
what I thought too. Yeah.
cut his throat. I was
You
like,
can
"Whoa."
think exactly that's what he said. He does have a very
Weird way.
weird way of talking.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're able to continue your work.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never felt better. And he actually watches, he puts on the bowler hat, which has been resized to fit the dome, and his top hat. And then he actually takes his monocle that he had and puts it on top of the glass dome with his floating brain, and it just kind of sits resting on top of this dome. Ah, much better. Now I can see.
He doesn't have a face.
And we're not going to question anything about this guy, except for the one who looked like you and stabbed you. Did they look like they knew the kind of science they were performing, or did it just seem kind of like they were struggling through it and just kind of throwing science at the wall and seeing what stuck?
Very precise. They were very, very precise. That's why I thought it was a clone, because though I don't quite know the inner workings of human anatomy, on a medical standpoint, I do know it on a scientific standpoint, and that was very scientifically done. And I can say without a doubt that I now have a theory, or I now have facts to prove a theory of what it is like to bleed out slowly from having your throat slit.
Okay, before you give me the whole thesis, the other you said, would you say this was like, you've been around, I'm sure with all your scientific knowledge and your history, you've probably been around surgeries at some point.
Oh, of course. I mean,
would you say surgical precision?
In a sense, you could. But again, my surgical is more from a dissection standpoint.
Right, that's fair.
Less of a
fair.
surgery standpoint. So
right.
From a dissection standpoint, I'd say it was quite well done. Hence why I thought it was a clone. Could have still been a clone. I'm still not sold on that. I still have theories. I require experimentation. Yes.
Well, if you...
Nim, we must experiment!
This will be inspiring.
Well, if the two of you come up with something...
I actually have one question. How long did it take before your consciousness was aware of what was happening outside your body?
I'm not sure. Which is strange, because I feel like I should, because I have a photographic eidetic memory.
No, that's actually kind of normal when you come back from being dead. The stuff in between doesn't always stick.
Sometimes it does.
Huh.
Which brings me to my point, Twiggy. If you ever need a personal perspective on being stabbed through the chest from the front or killed with necromantic magics, I can help you with that.
Of course, yes.
Now,
Now, Nim.
go
ahead.
He doesn't seem terribly... the Herald kind of looks at him like this guy's just lost it, and he's like, he doesn't seem terribly torn up about any of it.
No, it seems like you're dealing with your murder pretty well, actually.
Oh. God has reasons for me. I am here for his purposes to continue creation. I was able to continue creation after death. I am still able to continue creation after bringing, well, into perfection, if you will, as he looks down at his body.
Did the other you say anything?
No, quizzically, which is, I guess, a little odd because usually I don't stop talking.
I wouldn't know what you mean by that.
I do.
But and you didn't hear him come in. You didn't hear the door open or anything. You turned. He was already on top of you.
I heard the door come in, but I just assumed it was Nim, possibly. But I was up in the orrery doing some maintenance work, if you will. But as you know, and it is quite loud in here.
Was there anybody else here at the time? I guess you wouldn't know.
It's kind of the metallic shoulder shrug.
Nim speaks up. These quarters are typically reserved for me, or any time anyone wants to observe the heavens. This is the orrery and telescopic room.
Got it. Well,
Congratulations on your new form.
Yeah, I'll send you over some wax or something.
One could say that Twiggy is now a Gonsman.
One could.
You just kind of like you see that like the dome like look like it's looking up as he like taps the metal finger on the glass of the dome as it just kind of tink tink tink. Quizzical, indeed. I thank you enough. I thank you kindly for returning me. Please accept this token of gratitude. And he will walk over and will pull out a small chest and will open it. And there will be what appears to be a clockwork amulet.
Oh,
What does it do?
roll Arcana.
Is
I-
Troit still here?
Troy is not really in the room. They were kind of like, my job's done, or they were, yeah, my job's done, and
I'm gonna go get drunk.
drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Well, you see, sometimes this really gets the gears turning, and this actually is powered by Mechanus itself, the plane of order, and just with modrons and just fascinating creatures where Gond himself resides, if you will.
Right. I had to do some extermination of the modrons in my room once.
And let's just say that it'll help make sure that things are in working order when they might malfunction.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 15 on Arcana. Would I know what this item is?
It's fairly common. So you would recognize it. It would still need to be identified in order to determine its properties, but it is a fairly common item, especially among the Gondars and anyone tied to.
And you know that what he's saying is coincides with what you know.
Yep.
Akira, what kind of bug is a modron?
A big metal one with a lot of legs.
Yeah, I had some of those once.
You had curious. I would like to discuss that at some point.
Yeah, but
have
maybe another
theories.
time.
We
I've
can
got things I
theoretically
gotta get that wax for you. Don't sweat it. We'll get to that at another point when next we have another long conversation.
Yep.
Harold turns to look over at V and just shakes his head and very quietly whispers, "I'm telling you, I can't stand these mad scientist types. I don't know who would be willing to put up with them for so long."
I have no idea what anyone is saying.
Me either. All right, well, another job well done by the BFGs. Totally know what we're doing.
Let's head back.
And as you leave, you kind of hear Twiggy shouting to Nim, "Nim, I need 3 sprockets, at least 2 abyssal chickens, a cockatrice, and no more than 14 mechanical dragonflies." And like kind of as you like wander out.
Thistle chickens, is he making dinner?
What did he
Whatever
need?
he is making, I'm sure it will be inspiring.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you kind of lose the sounds of the temple itself as he just continues just listing off just asinine just things that make no sense whatsoever.
I thank you once again for bringing Twiggy back, and also making my scientific query finalized. Perhaps I will have more enlightenment in what it means to be alive, and what truly is a soul.
You are welcome. Of course, you are welcome at our establishment if you wish to research some insight amongst humans.
Perhaps we will join you there.
Perhaps.
Listen, Nim, I have been alive for a very long time, and I still don't know the question to the answer you're trying to answer. But I wish you luck.
And I wish you great luck as well. I am needed. I must gather some abyssal chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He leaves. Venlee whips around. Modrons? You really have an infestation of modrons?
No, I don't know
Explain
what
to
the
me
fuck
exactly-
a modron is. Are you kidding me? It sounded like a bug.
No.
I mean, there's a couple of them that kind of look, because, I mean, they got a lot of legs and a lot of arms.
No,
There's
Harold.
a lot of them.
These days, those lies are gonna catch up to you.
Yeah, especially if you're lying about.
One of those
Order.
days, you see a lie catch up to me like daily at this point.
I was just about to say, that's
It
already
literally happens
happened.
all the time. You see it happen daily.
Okay, every one of these days, a lie is gonna catch up with you.
Let it. I got more of them. I've got an endless supply.
No!
I feed my lies more lies. It's
You
the
could
web.
just tell the truth. It's very liberating.
No, but
That
it's,
is
you know what's
fun.
more liberating? When everything falls in on itself and I'm at the center screaming, caught in my web of deceit. I love that moment.
It's fun to see how far he can go with it.
I can go real far.
Venlee.
Yeah, except
Surprise parties are awesome for me.
you've been hanging out in Waterdeep this whole time. I thought the whole point was once that happens, then you flee.
We need to go to Renair's mansion, and we need to hold the séance.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, let's do that.
Woo! Almost forgot about that. Thank you, boss.
Was having a good time.
Do we want
I
to do
know.
that during the day or at night?
Definitely during the day.
Okay.
100%.
Is this the seance to find out about,
Yeah.
do you want me to ask the Phoenix first?
Sure.
Does it cost you anything to do that?
No, I like talking to the Phoenix.
Oh no, I just meant like, do you have to eat a diamond or something like that?
No, I just have to spend a little bit of time.
Eat
And-
diamonds?
Well, I mean, I've done weirder things, but no, usually when I eat a diamond, I'm doing something else. No. I just.
I'm sorry, I checked out during that conversation and I came back in eating a diamond.
Go,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Akira,
it.
go
Yes,
ahead and ask the Phoenix. This
Well,
may save
let's-
us some time and energy.
Let's get back to wherever we need to go.
Go to
Considering the
Renair's.
last time I did this, it
Yes.
freaked you out. I probably shouldn't do it on the street.
Magic tends to do that, but let's go to Renair's either way. That way we're not too far away, as Seisha said.
I turn to Voss as he says that, and my eyes are red. And I go, magic freaks you out. And they're just bloodshot, like no scleras, no irises.
You're a mean girl sometimes. You do
They-
mean things.
To like circle lenses almost, big and wide. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she
That's
says,
creepy.
Your face!
nothing. And she wipes it away.
Come on, let's get home and eat some diamonds.
Hey, you can't do stuff like that when you're just possessed.
How does
But-
that even pass through you?
We take a carriage to Renair's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super quick, about a 10-minute carriage ride, as it's in the Sea Ward.
That entire 10 minutes is filled with Orkira explaining exactly to everyone that she was not talking about eating diamonds.
No, I don't do that. I'm explaining all the intricacies of all the ways that I can communicate with the Phoenix, and I just leave you all to wonder about what she does when she eats diamonds because mysteries.
I love it.
Unless someone asks, she's just like, yeah, diamond eating. I haven't had to do it in a while though. Yeah.
Aisha's doing her usual ride beside the cart.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You pull up to Branderthal Villa, and
Wow,
Yeah.
this place is really nice. How many
Something.
houses do you own?
Oh, we don't own this one.
Oh no, this is my
48.
friend's house.
So wait, this is your boyfriend's house, and this is the 48 house he owns?
Technically, we own everything Rhaenyra owns.
Oh,
I go
okay.
inside.
True.
Yeah, I guess so.
And as you walk in, Orkira, for you, it's strange. You would expect such a lavish mansion to be filled to the gills with other things that echo its exterior. However, it is very barren and only holds the base necessities.
and that which is there is covered in, sheets to keep the furniture from getting dusty and all of that. Your passive perception will pick up as you walk up the front porch steps. There are these like several beautiful vases that kind of have some flowers and stuff, but one of them is completely empty and knocked over onto the ground as you're walking your way up.
And I imagine it still probably doesn't smell very good.
It's a little less than what it was before, but there's
Cleaned it up.
This would be outside, and the flower pot is knocked over, but it is not that it smells fine because this is the C ward and they 100% will have it cleaned. And was the vase inside? I thought it was left
Yeah, the
outside.
vase was inside.
Oh, just kidding. You walk inside the main foyer,
okay.
foyer, and yes, my bad. I
It,
Yeah, I
it
thought it was
shouldn't be
outside
that
for some
bad though,
reason.
because Seisha spent a morning cleaning it up.
yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
that's
Then in
why
that case, then yeah, all right.
It's way less.
It's
But-
terrible. For
There's a little bit of a linger.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a small linger like, oh, someone must have cooked fish. I don't know, a week ago.
Venlee immediately walks in and is like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
what is?"
lobster.
She's continuously casting.
Harold is just pretending he's just walking right forward and his eyes are locked forward. He's not looking at anybody.
Why does it smell like lobster in here?
It smells like week old dead lobster because somebody threw a lobster in a vase. And then we-
Okay, I made a mistake. A lobster went in a vase. I wanted the lobster to live. Little did I know, I'm a lobster murderer. I'm sorry that I dunked a lobster in there like he was at a fair. I can't help it. He sat in the fucking vase too long. If he wanted out, he could have scrambled out. I don't know. I'm a piece of shit. Is that what you want? I'm sorry, lobster. Wherever
This,
you are,
this
I'm
explains that sending that you sent to me about a lobster in a vase. I had no idea what you were talking. I still don't really know
I
what
never
you're
intended to
talking about.
explain the lobster, but here we are.
I do feel guilty about forgetting about said lobster. Maybe we should have a séance with him.
Well, maybe if Lobster had more of a personality. I'm sorry, Lobster. That's a joke. This is.
I go to the sand
We
pit.
didn't get enough time to get to know him, Harold.
Do lobsters have souls?
Be sure.
That one
Venlee is
had
currently
stench.
having an existential crisis because at first it was the fish and trying to resurrect a fish, and now she's trying to work out the magic math essentially of trying to seance a lobster. And she's like, I just saw a man get resurrected with machines. Anything's possible at this point, I guess.
Harold, does that mean when I'm creating food on our trip, you don't want me to create the food that tastes like lobster?
No, I'm fine with lobsters.
Yeah, I know. Lobster's delicious.
I would rather not have lobster.
Okay.
She had to clean it.
Ever.
We got a yes, no. All right. I can't do like a half and half, so it's
Yeah.
probably just gonna be like peanut butter.
That's fine.
That's okay. I'll eat grass before
Peanut butter
I
and
eat the
lobster? Have I heard
We should
that?
probably go downstairs. I think Voss went down there already.
Okay.
Door is open.
As we
Oh.
walk, Venlee casts prestidigitation under, like in a teeny tiny little cube underneath Seisha's nose, and she just smells lavender.
Oh.
It's a little overwhelming. but-
All right, you all make your way down into the fighting pit.
Yes.
Okay. As you were led down into the basement, Orkira, you see it open up into a sand like training pit with assault dummies and various practice weaponry.
We actually took all of that for the bully field guard.
Oh, right. You see a that's right. You see
I see a
sand
sand pit.
pit where things used to be. I'm
Oh,
on
it's like
fire tonight, remembering things.
It's like an
Ah,
indoor beach.
How
This is really
dare
nice.
you?
Venlee looks over to Harold.
Harold grins. He's thinking the same thing.
Last time I was here, I was a monster who tried to rip your guts out.
I remember that. I still have the nightmares.
Let's not have something. So let's replace those memories with being indoors in a sand pit. This is kind of fun. It
Orkira,
feels good.
this is a
Yeah.
good place to start. So whenever you're
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready now. I mean, so we got the one question. I should probably explain this because I didn't explain this the last time, and then it was awkward, and that's my fault. I can ask the Phoenix 3 questions every day. They have to be yes or no questions, and the Phoenix doesn't always know everything because, there's a lot to know. So we're going to ask about if 3 Strings is alive.
Maybe not use 3 strings. Maybe use the Harlequin instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's much more specific to him.
Okay. Let's assume. Wait, do we want the answer to be yes or no? Is it a good thing if it's yes, or it's a good thing if it's no?
We
An
just need
answer is good.
An
Yes.
answer, honestly, is preferable.
I would
So-
actually phrase it is the person Harold knows as the Harlequin still alive.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
make it as specific as possible.
Or we could go extremely specific and say, did the Harlequin die on the boat that night?
No, the Harlequin that Harold is familiar with. Die on the boat.
But he wouldn't have. No, let's just stick it with the original. Is the person that Harold knows as the Harlequin dead?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter how he died.
That's
or
true.
when.
I would ask if he's alive.
That's a good question too.
Well, if you ask if he's dead, then and it's no, then.
But we don't know if he's alive if he's dead.
What?
If it does come back that he died, we won't know whether or not he's actually alive right now. We don't know whether he's a problem or not.
Oh, like if someone brought him back.
Right.
You're saying. Okay.
But by asking if he's alive, we know that he is still a threat.
There's like a bunch of like invisible like math equations happening around V's face. Like, okay, if you say so.
So you get 3?
I get 3 questions. Yeah.
Could you ask if Tamara Worstein is alive?
Yeah. Tamara.
Mind me who that is.
Worstein. It's my mother.
Oh, of course.
Okay, yeah.
We should ask if we should ask if Osvaldo is alive.
Okay.
There you go. 3 questions.
I think that's 3 good questions.
Osvaldo
Cassalanter. Huh?
Venlee, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking of questions.
Oh, I thought you said B.
Your brow is furrowed.
If you think of other questions, I get to do this every day. If you don't have any questions, I usually just ask the Phoenix if, they're okay, and if I'm okay, and if everything's going okay. So we can do it again tomorrow if you think of anything else. So
okay.
Very well.
Orkira is going to smooth out a portion of the sand and sit and grab her book. And because I'm assuming there's no fireplace here.
There's no fireplace, but there are sconces.
Lining the walls that keep this area lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
She'll eye them, but the idea of being in the middle of everybody feels more natural. So she'll sit down and she'll cast. She'll cast Produce Flame. And so she'll be holding her book in one hand and have her hand up with a little fire in it in the other. And since we're not in a hurry, she will take the 11 minutes to cast Commune ritually. So I don't know if anyone wants to do anything. I'm not going to do this immediately. I'm going to do it ritually. So give me like 11 minutes. I'm not used to casting things ritually. This is kind of usually boring, but there's still a whole day. And I kind of want to take the time. And so she'll flip through the book and kind of be going through that.
Is there any way to prepare for the séance while she's doing this, just in case we need it?
Yeah, I can set up if you wish to help me.
Sure.
Okay. So while Kira begins to ritually cast commune, commune, not commune, 2 completely different words, spelled almost the same though. Venlee starts to set up all your candles and everything for séance just in case. Orkira, as you sit down and you hold your hand out, as you continue through your prayer to the Phoenix, as you prep the spell to be ritually cast, you all watch as the flames from her hands begin to flicker, and you watch as they begin to like zip towards the sconces, as every few minutes until the ritual ends and the spell is cast, all sconces are lit by the time this is done, blazing in this golden orange glow, reflecting off of this like almost white sand that is in this pit. And you can feel, Orkira, the warmth move down your arm as you feel your connection to the Phoenix complete. And you know they are with you.
Have I mentioned recently how much I'm really glad you taught me how to do this? This is really nice. I am still learning Primordial. It's taking forever. I'm really sorry. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to do this, and I'll do it in Primordial.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. So I've got 3 questions, and here we go. They're all kind of up your alley because they all have to deal with if people are alive or not. So, first, is the person that Harold knew as the Harlequin alive right now?
Everyone holds their breath and looks at the sconces.
And there's a pause as you all wait for whatever answer, yay or nay, as all of the sconces around you just erupt in flames, and you feel extreme warmth in your hand, Orkira.
And that's a yes.
Oh no.
Aisha reaches out and clasps Harold's hand.
That's impossible.
It's okay.
How he's waited this long?
So I still have 2 other questions. We can put the other 2 on hold if you can.
No.
think of-
Do the other questions. Let's knock them all
Those
out.
are important too. Go ahead.
Okay. All right,
No
all
more
right.
important than mine.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And you
That was
watch
kind
as
of
the flames die back down to their natural
Flicker.
It wasn't the answer we were hoping for, but answers are good, so thanks. Is Dharma Worstein? I'm sorry, what?
Damara Werstein.
Damara Worstein, sorry. Damara Worstein she's still alive right now.
You watch as the... Hold on, sorry. Yep. You watch as the flames kind of begin to grow brighter and brighter, and then begin to dim and dim. And then kind of this mixture of between brighter and dim.
It's almost as if the flames are in this wind tunnel that seems to be messing with the flames, unallowing them to fully envelop or die out.
Okay.
That's weird.
That's a more complicated question. Okay. We'll have to think about that. Finally, is Valdo Castellanter still alive right now?
And you watch again as these flames flicker from brightness to dim, unable to maintain an intensity or going out, as there is just this inconsistency to their flicker.
Interesting.
Does it
No,
look
no,
the
no.
same as when we asked about Damara?
Yep,
Thank
and
you.
both are unclear.
I think that means that they don't know.
Or
Either they
that-
don't know, or it's more complicated than that. Their names aren't real,
or
or they're not quite the same person they were.
or they're not alive, but they're not quite dead.
I don't understand.
I mean, a good
Phoenix can't
baseline we could
know
have said
everything.
was
Sorry.
Twiggy was still alive. I just said a baseline for our answers really should have been, is Twiggy alive? Because if it gave us an unclear answer on that, we would understand.
We
that-
had a clear
Got a
answer.
very clear answer.
Yeah.
Well, now
What
we
does,
know.
wait, what does this fucking mean? He could be anybody.
He could be Twiggy.
He could be the one that came in and stabbed Twiggy. He could
Right.
be anything.
I don't think he is the one who was doing the murders.
No,
Had a
it's too
signature.
quick.
He had a signature. And he would have
Wherever
left him alive while he did the
wherever he's hiding, he's not used his signature in a long time. He knows he's in a vulnerable position and he's biding his time. But he wouldn't do it somewhere far away. He'd want to keep an eye on things.
And Twiggy did say he had almost surgical precision.
That doesn't mean anything. There's a million assassins who could have surgical precision in one strike.
Huh.
Very true. I could do that as well.
Huh.
Whatever the case, now we know. That's better than not.
What if he changed his signature?
You
What
can't
if
put it.
he's someone who can alter his appearance on will?
Like a doppelganger?
Maybe.
I don't know. I didn't get the feeling
Oh.
he wasn't human.
I mean, I never thought about it.
So when no, never mind. It's a stupid theory.
If he's
There was a really strange woman that came up to me in the party and asked me a bunch of questions about my personal life.
So
Anyway,
when we when we
What
were
kind
at the party, I was watching Liam the whole time. Because, well, he was the other apprentice to Cromley. So I was really curious about him and I was watching him the whole time. And when he came over to talk to you, Harold, his appearance shifted.
I saw that too. I just thought it was a trick of the light.
do you mean like magic?
I don't know. I just he shifted. He didn't look the same.
If oh my god, if the Harlequin is, I mean, we know I got too comfortable expecting him to be dead. If he is a shape changer, he can do it for such a prolonged period of time. He would be able to do it while he's asleep, awake, at all hours. We hung out all the time in college. There wasn't a moment we weren't hanging out.
Do I know if doppelgangers can do that? Sleep in their forms? Or do they have to come out of their forms to sleep?
Make an Arcana check.
All right. Because I don't know. Oh, hell yeah, 25.
From what you've heard, doppelgangers are perfect mimics of who they are mimicking, even to the point that husbands and wives and even children don't know that they are not who they are. So it's probably safe to assume that they are in that form as long as they are conscious.
I relay that. But Twiggy did mention he was able to
Sleep.
notice that his eyes were basically dead.
Which fits the bill.
Right. If this was a doppelganger who attacked him, they probably wouldn't have shown that weakness even to the person they were impersonating.
Well, I don't think they could have possibly assumed
don't- I
pull
don't
the soul
think-
back into a machine.
I don't think the murderer is the Harlequin.
I don't think we can rule anything out at this point.
Because Twiggy wasn't the only target.
He
as we
was
know.
in. There's no way.
Everyone. This is all speculation, unfortunately.
It's not. He's there. He's out there.
Yes, he is, and now we know, and we can prepare for it as we move forward. But until we have confirmation whether or not he's a doppelganger or what else is he, we don't know. Eventually, he will come, or he won't. We'll deal with it either way.
We can ask Bonnie.
That was something I was going to bring up since you brought up Liam. When we were talking to Javier last night, he mentioned that there was a group calling themselves the Unseen who were going around murdering doppelgangers.
When did you talk? Oh.
I slipped out.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to go past today. I'm going to go to the awning portal. And I'm going to tell Bonnie this information, and I'm also going to use offer our bar a safe haven for any doppelgangers that may wish to be there. I'm going to give her a stipend over the 20-day, and she can employ them for any period of time. Is everyone all right with this before I move forward with it?
Sure.
I just think it's a little poor timing after we just theorized that the Harlequin is a doppelganger and then
I agree, but
Can we?
they can't turn to anyone else in the city
Yeah. They need help.
if they need it.
It's
We
a
can provide
necessary
it.
risk.
we need help.
I know.
And they could be the help we need.
Exactly. This is a calculated risk. That's why I'm bringing it to the rest of the group.
I mean, I hate to put it this way, but if we could employ a couple to sit at the bar and just do that surface thought reading thing they do, we might be able to catch out the Harlequin.
I'll leave it to a vote. Who wants to use the bar as a safe haven for the doppelgangers?
I don't know if I get a vote, but
You
I
get a
think
vote,
helping-
Okira.
I would.
I think you want to help people. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Using the bar as a safe haven for doppelgangers.
They don't have anyone else in the city.
Yeah.
All right. I understand your trepidations and their valid concerns, Venlee.
You guys, that was a unanimous vote.
Oh my god, look at us go. We can't agree on
Oh, we're all on
something.
the same page.
I'm also going to pay for protection for Javier.
That's a very
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to imply a couple of the militia from the frontline fighters to do so.
I'm
Or
going
at least the 410 that we're gone.
not the grandmother, please.
Isacia, you have
Yeah.
keen mind. You know that the frontline fighters went up to Icewind Dale, except for one.
A
And
tiefling stayed behind.
Yep. And
Correct.
so you could absolutely
employ them.
employ the tiefling. 'Cause
Yeah.
He is in because there was something that does not like cold at all.
Yeah.
So
The tiefling is still here. The rest went to Icewind Dale.
Then that's what we'll do. Employ him for the 410 that we're out.
Yeah.
Was he the loud one? Which one
No.
was he again?
No. He was the oh, if only I had my notebook with me.
he was the albino tiefling with the white to black horns. Wheel heavy armor.
Yeah.
Used magic along with melee.
I remember him now.
In any case, I'm going to go do that now. Unless anyone else has any other pressing business.
I gotta talk to Trench.
I would just like to say that it'd be an awful shame to waste a seance circle and
Oh no, I want to do
looks-
the seance
she
for.
looks at
For who?
Stacia,
Yeah.
like
I
go
think-
ahead, tell them.
Do you want me to tell them?
Yeah, I'm not very good with words.
Okay, so Venlee and I were talking, and we realized that there is an information source that we could find out which nobles swore to what deity.
What entity, really?
What entity? Sorry, yeah, better word. What entity?
Boss leans in.
The Cassalanters.
And we don't expect any of you to participate.
Yeah.
Did they know for certain?
They were the ones who told us about this deal that
Even if
they're-
they only know one, that's more than we've got.
If you
This
feel
is-
this wise, I won't intrude. But I'm not going to leave either, knowing the possibility of you being possessed is still there.
I'll wait
We're gonna
outside.
get possessed anyway. What'd you say, her?
I said I'll wait outside.
Good.
I can't face them.
I understand, of course.
We were gonna try for Lady Cassalanter.
I don't know if I want to be there either, but I feel like it's wrong if I don't.
No, it's not.
V, listen. We brought this to you both because we wanted you to have the opportunity to choose. We weren't trying to pressure you or guilt you into doing it. We had already planned on doing this by ourselves, but we felt it would be prudent to offer you the chance to join
I felt
us.
it would be right
Right.
to give you the chance to be there or not.
I just.
You don't.
So I sometimes feel like me being there might harm the situation.
It will definitely affect how things happen.
So I think I'm gonna set it out too, because I don't want to risk upsetting the whatever.
Understood. I won't be communing with them. I'll just be nearby.
Very well. Or Kira, would you like to Lend a helping hand.
I'm always happy to help. Yeah, just tell me what you need me to do. This doesn't seem like when you were gonna try to do the séance with.
No,
You know.
this is.
I assume Harold and V have walked out or up the stairs away from the sand
I
pit.
haven't left yet. I'm waiting until y'all are all set so that I can be close enough that I can stop it if there's a problem, but far enough away so I can not see the people that Harold feels it's his fault they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna spill or Kira in on that situation, but I didn't want to say it in. But oh, he doesn't know Draconic. I don't know. Anyway,
I mean,
has that out loud
Kira,
in
so
Draconic.
that you understand what's going on. We're going to be performing a séance on someone who was a very important part of Harold and V's life.
Very important.
And they, in an act of desperation, did
It
something.
Didn't end well. It just didn't
It's
end
fine.
well. And
Me and V are gonna go up and we're just
here.
gonna. Why don't we go ahead and head up, V?
Yeah, here while you finish.
Got it.
While you finish setting up, and Orkira's gonna follow the two of them out, but specifically walk up next to Harold and say, I will cast sending and send you a message if for some reason we need you to come rushing, and that way you don't have to be like nearby and listening in. If you want to go way back upstairs and go do something else, I can do that. And then I'm sorry that you didn't get the answer you were hoping for.
The answer was all I was hoping for.
Well, now there's plans that need to be done, and if you need help with that.
I have lots of money. We're going to have our own problems with him. I need to make sure Petunia has somebody watching out for her. I'm going to pay Trench.
Okay. Well, you know when I'm ready to.
Are you out of the room?
Yeah, I think I'd probably follow them up the stairs while you're finishing up, and then I'll come back in a second. But
at this point, Venlee's just stretching.
Okay.
When
you're ready. When you're ready to go and kill him, I'm ready to help you. You know that.
He looks over at V and looks back at her, and he's like, I'm always ready to kill him.
Yeah, no, it'd be nice to kill him like a couple times, but that's just.
I mean, I can make that happen too, but that's kind of creepy. That's kind of disgusting. I don't know.
No, we're
past that. Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know if you could convince me to do that, but when you're ready, you wouldn't be the first person that have made sure it would be very difficult to come back.
You know, Venlee might. No, we shouldn't. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
No, it's not. Don't do that. It's bad.
All right. Just.
I'll talk to Venlee later.
You should probably head back down.
Yeah, I'll message you if we need you. And
we'll be here.
I'll come walking back down. They're just gonna be upstairs. If something goes wrong and we need them, I'll go cast sending and let them know.
And Harold will he will calm down, and he'll like stretch his hands out, and he lets go of V's hand, and he takes a few steps, and he picks up that lobster vase and he hurls it as hard as he can against the wall.
I guess not.
Well, at least we know. Better than the wishy-washy flame.
He got out of getting drowned once. He won't do it twice.
We'll make sure of that. And
he'll turn and hug her. I mean, he'll just turn and hug her because I'm sure they're both kind of like, fuck.
Yeah, she hugs him as well, and it's just we're gonna get him. It didn't occur to me until just now that he might also be a doppelganger, but I just don't see that being the thing. He was 3 strings for so long.
Who knows? Let's just hope that they get the answers they want and we can get out of here soon, because I got to get somebody to look after Petunia.
Okay.
So, I ask you, Venlee, pointing to the lighted sconces, do you need these on?
Oh, no. And she flicks her hands, and they turn to black flame sconces.
I then move to the edge of the circle into the shadows as much as I can, and I would like to hide. So I can, with holding action, to pop out as fast as I can in case something goes wrong.
Seisha sits directly in front.
Is that possible?
Of me.
Unfortunately, it's not, because there's a feat called Skulker that allows you to hide in low light without anything to obscure behind. But you can meld into the shadows and kind of just be a little bit more, obscured.
I have an answer for this. Bury yourself partially in the sand right behind Venlee.
And just pop up. That's 100% doable.
That's 100% doable.
It's a great way to hide, and Venlee
Boss feels a little silly doing this, but knowing that it's actually a decent idea, he will, like a crab, move down into a small pit and bury himself
totally
in
helps
the
bury
sand.
him.
Yep.
It's like we're back at the beach.
This is when Orkira comes downstairs, is the black flames and Voss being buried in the sand, and she stops at the edge and goes, "This escalated quickly. What happened?"
We're burying Voss.
It's fine.
Hi.
And I'm not looking,
I
so
don't know.
I don't know where he is for
It's
later.
fine. Just ignore it, and we'll move forward.
Be sure to cover his mouth,
Sorry.
but not his nose.
But
Seisha pulls out like a curly straw.
I will hide.
Here you go.
I will hide in the sand.
And I make sure
Breathe
not
through
to
this.
look
Do
while
you
he's
need-
being buried.
Do you need me in the
It's a
sand?
natural
too?
20. That's a 33.
I swear, every time you roll and it's like a part of a bit, you do amazing.
Yeah.
I look over at Venlee. Do you
In
need
that
me in the
gram.
sand too? Just like,
It would
where'd he
actually
go?
Who?
Yeah, hi.
If you want to come sit in the circle with us, it would make it easier on me to summon the right person.
Yeah. Just tell me what you need me to do.
All right, just sit right there, hold my hand, much like the last one with Rainier's
Okay.
mother. I've had a lot of anyway. And she'll sit there and she will begin casting, and as she starts, the black flame candle lights and her eyes roll back.
And so who is assisting in the ritual? Orkira
And Seisha.
Seisha.
and Seisha? Okay. All right.
No one
So
with direct ties.
you make an Arcana check. Your DC is 18.
Okay. All right. I have sent you.
Okay, got it. Okay, noted. All right.
Oh no! What has happened?
Uh-oh.
Got it.
My computer.
As you sit there and you do it, who are you trying to summon?
Lady Cassalanter.
Okay.
My book is right here. I know her first name. Don't try me on this. Her first name is Amalia.
So, as you are going, everything is fine. The things flicker, and you feel that cold presence begin to wash over you, as you know, as a spirit comes. And as you all are watching, you watch as the black flame candle goes out. And then flickers, and then comes back on. As Venlee, you feel a presence enter you. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Charisma saving throw, sorry.
Aha!
Ooh. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I have a -1 to that, and I got a total of 19.
Ooh.
So natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Might be able to.
Did you
save
add
this
3
throw.
to it? Because it's a saving throw.
Oh, sorry, my
That's
bad.
true.
You're right. 20.
That's true.
22?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a nat.
Yep. unfortunately, as you do this, that still fails as you feel something come into you. And the voice that comes out of Venlee is not Lady Cassalanter. And you hear, "How dare you bring back Lord Barker Hailing Horse?"
Stab him. Pop out. Pop out and stab.
Okay.
Lord Haley.
Okay, make an attack roll. At
Okay.
advantage.
Everybody else can roll initiative.
Oh.
Did I roll for my body?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, you can roll initiative. Yeah. Roll initiative. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
7.
All
gotta
right.
oh.
Just a sec.
Hold on.
Boss, we see you're to hit.
Yeah. It's gonna be 11, and then
And to be clear, Dustin and Evan, this is an undead spirit that
Yes,
I have this
It is an
contact.
undead spirit.
I have the right filter on then.
All about the filters, baby.
Yeah.
And Harold and V, go ahead and roll initiative as well, because I'm sure you will be contacted.
Excellent.
does that count as a surprise round?
For you, yes.
Okay, so would I get another attack then?
You get an attack that-
Action? Yeah. No, because you don't have a bonus action. You're holding it a single action.
Okay, that's fair.
and
that
so
I imagine that misses then.
I don't know, Venlee, does a 21 hit your armor class?
I didn't roll 21. I rolled an 11.
Oh, what did you roll?
21 was
okay,
my initiative.
13.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't want to lie.
No, I see it's initiative roll now. Sorry, but 13, Venlee, hit your armor class. Yeah, you go to stab where this voice is coming from, and at the last second, boss, you realize you were about to stab Venlee through the heart, and you pull your rapier at the last second, just kind of slicing and scraping up against her black half plate.
Damn.
I rolled natural 1,
Oh.
Oh.
which is fitting of the moment
If it
for
helps,
Harold.
if I didn't
Yeah.
have advantage, I would have rolled a 1.
This is for initiative, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
I imagine Hailing Horse turns to that attack from Voss and just goes, "Half with this spot."
V, what did you get for initiative?
A 16.
All right. Or Kira, you're up first.
Did y'all get mine?
Yes, you have 17.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks to D&D Beyond's, little
handy.
tracker here, I can see what everybody rolled. I don't have to ask you guys anymore. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if Orkira knows exactly what's going on, but it's very obvious things have gone wrong. And so she's going to do... All right, you're going to see her hand light up and she's about to touch Venlee, but... What? No?
Yeah, wait, no. Let's try talking to him. Let me try talking to him. Just be ready.
Ugh. All right, if she says that, then I will cast Sending instead. And her hand snuffs out, and Harold, you get a message. Yes, I cast Sending.
What does it say?
I don't know who we were supposed to get, but we got someone else. Boss already stabbed him, but Seisha's saying talk.
Oh god!
Wow, this went fast. That's what you get.
I turned to V. I'm like, the boss is stabbing people. We gotta go.
Okay,
And-
so V accidentally shoves Harold out of the way as she runs back.
That's why I got a 1.
Yeah. She shoves you just like down the stairs. Like, bye.
That was my action. As my bonus action. Oh, do I really want to do that? Probably not. Can I tell what kind of spirit has possessed Venlee?
Make a religion or arcana check.
Oh.
It's
Oh
hard.
my-
It's do it at disadvantage because you didn't actually see anything go into her. It just kind of apparated
Happened?
her. Yeah. So I would say it would be a disadvantage.
Natty 20. Natty 20.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see that? I rolled
Just rolled
two
2 20s.
Wow.
Two
Wow.
natural 20s.
Wow.
With disadvantage and a -1, so that's a 19. But still, I just rolled 2 natural 20s in a
If
row.
I was seeing it, I would be like, no way. But I'm literally looking at it.
If I rolled it in person, I wouldn't have believed it, and I just would have been like, no. I just would have.
Welcome to the BFGs, baby.
What the heck? That has never happened to me before. I'm taking like a picture of this now. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I recognize what went into her?
You're very familiar with undead and
Mhm.
means to fight them. And the spirit that entered into Venlee, you can sense in the burning hatred from the phoenix as the fire inside you burns. This is a very, very powerful ghost.
Okay. Okay. With that in mind, I will be prepared for my next action, but that's all I'm going to do except take a picture of these 2 natural 20s in a row.
Okay, Voss, it is your turn.
Against my better instincts, I'm going to attempt to restrain.
Okay.
So yeah,
Restrain me.
yeah.
All right, roll. And Venlee, go ahead and you're going to be rolling opposed because it's against you.
Not great. It's a 16.
Roll acrobatics or athletics, your choice, Venlee.
Oh, acrobatics or athletics?
Yep. I guess not your choice, but whatever's higher, you're going to roll that.
22. I'm very slippery.
And Voss, as you go to latch on to Venlee, just with a quick movement, as if knowing what you're trying to do, just sidesteps out of the way.
That's me then.
Yeah, unless you want to use a bonus action to do anything.
There's nothing I can do because I didn't hit, so I can't move or dodge out of the way, and I'm not gonna. I suppose I could try burying myself in the sand again real quick, but I don't think I've got time for that. So
No,
I think I'm just where I am.
Yep.
All right, Seisha.
With keen mind, what was the name of Johann? What was the name we were given for him
Is that yesterday or this morning?
as a hailing horse?
Oh.
Yoan.
It is Johan.
Going.
Okay.
Yosef.
No, sorry, Yosef.
It's Yosef.
Joseph. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Yoan is the Asimar, but yeah, Yosef.
Lord Hailing Horse, it was not intended that we reach you. However, it is a good thing we did. We believe that we have one of your descendants in our care. Do you remember a Yosef?
Lies, he was stolen from me, and you were the one that did it, hag!
Oh, you did not just call me a hag.
You did.
I did.
Yep. And this is all Venlee talking, and it's coming from
Venlee, I
Venlee.
did.
Seisha reaches down, grabs a candle, and blows it out.
Okay.
And as soon as you do that, you watch the entity be shunted out of Venlee, but it is still there.
And you watch as this ethereal, translucent, slightly larger man wearing noble robes, noble vestments and garments, as you kind of look up and go. But the only thing is you notice is
He does not have a head.
We did not steal him. I am not that hag. We recovered him from that hag. He was
Right.
kept in a cage. He's safe now.
your action was to blow out the candle. You still have a bonus action if you wanted to do anything in your movement.
Sorry, I should have checked my bonus action thoughts. No, not gonna do anything else. He stands her ground.
Okay.
Well, and readies her weapons.
No problem.
All right, next up is V.
You can. Harold got the sending. He told you. You can use your action and movement to get down into the pit.
All right, well, I do that. And then upon entering, I go, "Where's the ghost? I'm gonna hit it!"
Right there. And there's a big headless ghost.
There is a very obvious headless ghost.
Where's his head?
I believe he was executed, so it's not here.
Wait, how do you kill a ghost?
Just to hit it.
Magically.
You just hit it.
I have ways.
My turn.
It is your turn.
Actually, you know what? At the end of V's turn,
Uh-oh.
it's going to use a legendary action.
Oh shit.
Jump back in.
Oh, oh no.
As it kind of responds to your call of you saying that you didn't, that it's alive, and Seisha, that you're not this hag, and it just kind of almost coming from everywhere at once, as there is no head on this, but you hear lies. And I need everybody but Harold to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Charisma, damn.
Well, I mean, Harold
wow.
probably would have survived that regardless, so.
Wouldn't even need to roll.
Charisma
24.
saving.
15.
Interesting.
I'm very charismatic.
Add 3 to your
Sorry, I got really excited. I expected to fail that. I gotta.
You did well.
I didn't think about that being comedic. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Did you add 3 to it?
V is not
23.
within 10 feet of you.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, because
Oh,
she came down the stairs and had to use all of
Yeah,
her
that's
movement
right,
just to get
okay.
here.
yeah.
I would say she's not within 10 feet of you.
I only get a +1 to charisma saving throw, so it's a dirty 20. I rolled a 19.
Yep. All right. Venlee, what'd you get?
18 with Seisha's.
18.
Harold with
Alright.
16.
I
I went
alright.
down to go up.
Nothing happens. Seisha, you got a 20 something, right?
24.
Okay, nothing happens. Or Kira?
With the bonus, I get a 23.
All right. Boss?
Crit fail.
No!
There we go. That's better. You're gonna take 6 psychic damage, and you are stunned and frightened.
Ooh.
You were stunned until the end of your.
Starting your next turn, you're frightened, and you can try again at the end of your next turn.
You're stunned until the end of your next turn, and then you are frightened for 1 minute of this
Wow.
creature. You cannot go through it.
Okay.
Now it's my turn. I get to deal with the aftermath of a scream. Would Venlee know? No, I'm just gonna do it. Venlee's going to reach out at Hailing Horse, and as she does, she starts to cast a spell, and she'll cast Bestow Curse on the spirit.
Sorry. Real quick before you do that, everybody else is gonna take 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
I missed where it says half, so that was my bad.
Oh, okay.
And you're bestowing curse.
Yeah, that's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. I like
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, that is going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, that beats it. But yeah, she reaches out and tries to swat at him as this bluish green necromantic energy starts to trail from her fingertips, and her eyes briefly for a second return to that cold dark blackness, and then she misses and it all just dissipates into the air.
Okay. Got it. And you hear this, like, again, this, like, out of kind of nowhere, this. You cannot curse me before I am already cursed to live in this hell.
Did I try removing the curse?
That's all. No response after that. But
Yeah, that's what she says back to it, though.
At the end of your turn, it's going to spend a legendary action, and it's actually going to reach out and as you kind of feel this like thrust of energy come from it. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this charmed or is this charmed?
It is not.
Okay. 10.
13.
13. Because I now have a +4 to my con saves because of my cool necklace.
Are we all making this, or just
what was your con save? I'm sorry.
13 total.
Just Venlee.
Just Venlee. Okay, I thought you made it 2, Seisha. My bad.
I was just telling her to remember the 3.
You're going to take 6 points of force damage as you watch as cuts and scrapes begin manifesting on your body. You'll take half of that because of your...
Her ring flashes and less cuts.
Yeah.
So she takes 3.
Yep.
You can't harm me with force damage, darling. Is what she says back to him because he retorted to her.
Yep.
He retorted to him.
That is going to be Venlee's turn. It's now its
turn. Does a 21 hit you?
Ooh, me?
Yes.
Normally yes. But right now, no, because my armor class is 22 because I just cast shield.
Okay. And you see him reach out. He just screams towards you, and at the last second, you bring up the arcane shield as he thrusts against it, and it falls back.
I look at him again and I say, "No, for real, you cannot hurt me. Please stop trying."
All right, and you then watch as it moves kind of semi through you, Venlee, as it moves, and you watch as it attempts to go into Voss. I need Voss to make me a
charisma saving throw.
Certainly.
Is there any way Venlee can, as it passes through her body, open her body to possession and kind of trap him?
No, because I was just for flavor text. It didn't have to pass through you.
I am frightened. As a reaction, can I scurry away?
Oh.
5, fail.
All right. And
Scamper, as it were.
You watch as it disappears into Voss's body.
Oh, no, you don't.
That's its turn.
Harold, you can spend your action in movement to get down to the basement.
I do.
And you have a
As
bonus
Harold
action
comes
left.
down, it's in Voss.
I know, he was stabbing people.
No, he stabbed Venlee because it was in Venlee. It's
she told me already. I know Voss is gonna, it's okay.
Okay, it's Hailing Horse.
I don't know what that means, because Harold doesn't remember. And I will, let's see here. I guess I'm gonna turn to Seisha and be like, listen, I feel like if there's anybody in here, it's probably Orkira, you that's gonna deal with it, but right now you're the one with the sword, so go kick its ass, and I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Amazing. So that's your bonus action?
Yep. That's my bonus action, that'll be me.
So
yeah, they're
Orkira.
Orkira comes rushing up to Voss. She's got her book, and she's going to whack him over the head with her book as she casts Dispel Evil and Good. And she's in Draconic. You'll hear her say, "Get out of my friend!"
Comes out as a series of hisses and growls.
Does a 22 hit?
Me? Yes, it does.
Okay. So I don't do any damage, but as a dismissal part of this, as your action, make a melee spell attack against a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead you can reach. On a hit, you attempt to drive the creature back to its home plane. The creature must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be sent back to its home plane if it isn't there already. If they aren't on their home plane, undead are sent to the Shadowfell, and fey are sent to the So I'm trying to drive it back to wherever it needs to go. If it's a charisma saving throw, it's a DC 18.
Okay. It got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Good attempt.
That was smooth.
that was.
But did it get pushed out of Voss?
I don't believe it did because it would have just dismissed it on that
Okay.
aspect. So it is still within Voss.
Okay.
But you actually watched as Orkira pushes up against it. You watch as it begins to like push and tear as like flames flicker up around it as it like pushes up, and you see the body language of like agonizing pain as it then just pushes back into Voss.
You don't belong in this body. Leave now. I don't think there's anything else I could do. I was really hoping that was going to work. She's just going to stay in Voss's face.
Okay.
Well, she's going to stay in this ghost's face.
All right.
Voss, it is your turn. You have Orkira and Venlee right next to you.
I think it's gonna stab Orkira, who just tried to
Yeah.
I'll roll for that.
dismiss it back. So go ahead and make an attack roll against Orkira, please.
Certainly.
This is fair.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, this makes up for my double nat 20 on
Right.
disadvantage. So
I'll give you the damage in 1 second.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
That's
And
You
you're
are
a
using
swashbuckler, so you don't need anyone to be there. To...
12.
That's
No,
great.
it's 13 now. 13. 41 points of damage.
Oh. And because you guys leveled, you're 4 away from lingering damage.
But you know what? I'll try to reduce it.
Okay.
I'll.
Please do.
You want to help? You want to help me, V? We can both try to reduce it.
Yeah, I'm not
lot.
raging,
Raging.
so I
Yeah.
kind of can't.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'll spend a bardic inspiration and
sorry.
reaction to be like, Hailing Horse is about the stupidest name I've ever heard. You sound like a pro wrestler.
That is a really dumb name. You're right. I didn't even think about
And
Slowly escaping from his lips, you just hear,
take 5 off that damage.
okay. Where does Voss get me? Or where does Hailing Horse get me?
that. Hailing horse?
He gets you to the top rope, brother.
You weren't kidding.
if he's using any of my maneuvers, he would try to slash you across the throat with a dagger he pulled from his belt.
Does he go like,
Or it's be a rapier, he just kind of like probably stabs you in between plates in your armor.
when he
Oh,
hits?
there's that awful moment where we've just been talking with what's his face, who's talking about being slashed across the throat, and you go for
Twiggy.
Yeah.
now she's just holding, she's got her own throat in one hand and the book in the other. She's still growling at you, but that hurt a lot.
Bonus action, boss.
Yeah, that would be a bonus action immediately after pulling out another dagger and attempting to stab you down with it. That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Won't be as much.
That's good. I don't have
Actually,
much left.
1 point of damage on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you watch as he stabs up, the rapier piercing into your throat and kind of up out the back, and as he pulls it down, kind of goes up to finish it with a slash across your throat, but you back up and get your forearm up in time as it slashes across your forearm, just barely nicking you instead of slicing your throat.
I will say he doesn't know how to move your body in a panache way so that you won't walk away. He's also trying to kill people.
Yeah, so I think he stays there.
Okay.
And Seisha, it's your turn.
Seisha just stalks forward and reaches up and grabs his face and says, "Get out!" and casts protection from good and evil. Or protection from evil and good.
What does that do?
Prevents possession.
That was gonna be the next thing. Yeah.
That's lucky you have that
Yeah.
spell.
So I guess
Oh,
I need
you
to
were
roll to hit
specific
because it's
spell?
touch cast.
It is touch cast.
There's no save or anything.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
okay.
Oh god, the doom.
Yeah.
Okay, boss, go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw at advantage.
Okay. Probably not. 9.
All right. Unfortunately, you do it and you see the scrolling text form around Voss, but there is no, doesn't appear to be any expulsion of the spirit.
You have one chance. Get out of him.
I would listen to her. She's
This wasn't the one chance already?
If you don't, I'm gonna hit you.
Guys, do I know if killing a possessed body will hurt the spirit, or does it only hurt the body?
Make an Arcana check. Or religion, your choice.
I'll do Arcana.
Do I?
8.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't. I mean, you've read up on possessions, but you don't know what.
Yeah.
I probably know.
Roll it.
If Venlee is triggered to have that thought, then 100%.
I just want to know for my future knowledge. 16.
16?
She's not prompted for this. I'm just getting a basic her
16.
information.
You are fairly certain, especially since you know undead fairly well, that harming the body will drive the spirit, like bringing the body to unconsciousness or bleeding will force the spirit out,
Like a
but it will do
parasite.
nothing to hurt the spirit.
Right. She has that in the back of her head because Seisha didn't say that out loud.
Yep, that's fine. V, it is your turn.
All right.
You could probably flank.
There's 3 people in melee with him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay. I thought that he was possessing Voss.
Yes.
Mhm.
But you can flank with us on Voss.
Oh, yeah. I will do that.
Grab him! Grab him! Grab him!
Okay, I grab him.
This is a really interesting thing. All the women. In
I
the
tried to like grapple him, I guess.
Okay.
To
Make
keep
an athletics check.
like hurting people.
And,
Against my acrobatics.
Against your acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, I roll what?
Athletics.
Oh god.
Athletics. Ooh, buddy.
Good
Let's
luck.
see who.
This is gonna be.
Is it your dexterity or my strength?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
That's it's a 22. It could have been better.
32.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, and you go to grab and you just over air as you watch as Voss has already ducked and moved out of the way from your grapple.
What's your plus dexterity or
Plus
acrobatics?
13.
13.
to
Dang it,
acrobatics.
mine's only plus 8 for strength.
So that's the grapple counts as 1 attack. You can try again for your second attack.
I will. I would have. He would just have to roll bad. Honestly.
I might. It's a 21.
26.
Hey!
26. What's
And
up?
the ghost is piloting Voss's body and tries to do the same duck and weave maneuver that it just did, but you see it and read it as you're a pit fighter. You've seen moves like this before. As you go and hook an arm under and kind of put him in a full Nelson as you kind of grapple him and pull him close and tight into you.
Venlee, it is your turn. Or unless you have a bonus action that you would like to use.
I'm
Suplex me.
gonna rage.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to take or deal damage this turn to rage?
No.
Okay.
You just raged, and so it would be your next turn would be that you have to attack it. But I mean, and you technically attacked this turn, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep. And as V grapples, you see her just rah! As 3 other Bedrocks come out and just latch onto Voss in different locations.
Oh yeah.
Venlee.
When he said I am cursed to this existence, did he mean, like, can I roll something like Arcana? Like, is he being affected by a curse because of what I did, or what?
I'm just gonna say no. You don't have to roll for anything. Flavor text of him being a ghost.
Okay, he's being facetious. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure before I actually cast remove curse on him.
Yeah.
Just being a drama queen.
Like bound to undeath, not able to pass on, literally being tormented daily. Like this is a very malevolent spirit.
This dude's a jerk.
Would like to help end his undeath.
Well, no, Seisha is correct. We have an information opportunity here. Hailing horse. She wasn't lying. We know your son, and he is safe. He wears a goat mask all the time. It's really weird.
Yeah, can you explain the goat mask thing?
And she reaches out and looks to Akira's neck and casts Cure Wounds as she's talking to this ghost. Like, no, we're being legitimate here. And she'll cast that at 3rd level.
Oh, thank you. You've gotten good at that.
Thank you.
And then you kind of hear in response,
My son does not wear a goat mask. These are all tricks from you, hag.
What?
I'm technically.
Oh yeah, no, he called me a hag earlier too.
Wait, are we all hags? There's literally like 6 of us in this room. Do you really think every single one of us is a hag? I know you don't have a head, but
I know I'm not a hag, okay?
Hit the ghost with that logic predicament, Harold.
First of all, I'm 20.
Venlee, are you doing anything else?
13 healing towards our team.
Yeah.
got it?
Okay.
And then I
Harold.
just stand in front of the dude.
I'm going to walk over to Voss. I'm gonna pull out my accordion. I'm gonna kind of boot him in the chest and play the song of protection from good and evil.
He's already got that on him.
But it forces him to make another roll, just so you know, Goblin.
Cool.
Okay.
So I will
Him
go-
getting casted forces that saving
Okay.
throw again.
I just know that it's continuous on him, so I wasn't sure.
It is.
Okay.
But
I'll give him another. And I'm actually gonna say over this. I'm gonna spend another bar. I'm gonna spend a bonus action to give you bardic inspiration on your roll. And I'm going to say, listen, motherfucker, I know how much you hate magic, so show me how much you hate magic. Because I'm kind of booting him a little bit, not hard, but kind of kicking him, trying to actually agitate Voss out of possession. It's less trying to force the guy out and more getting Voss pissed off enough that he'll force him out.
Sounds great. Love
Yep.
it.
So, Voss, you can go ahead and make another charisma save at advantage with inspiration.
Ooh, I'm gonna need that inspiration, I think. But it should be enough, hopefully. 16.
+3.
That would be 19 if Satius counts.
She is in
Would think
melee.
Voss
that
is
he
an ally.
right in front of you, and Voss is your ally. And with that, the script, and you watch
Awesome.
as purple music notes kind of work in tandem to the script going across you, almost making sheet music as it wraps and swirls around you. As it hardens, you feel that light as you push, and all of that energy, the golden glow from the pages and the purple glow from the music notes, shunts the ghost completely out of Voss. Voss, you feel yourself in control once again as you were just looking on from astral projection, as you had no control over your body. As you finally find yourself controlled.
I want a free action speak. It's like, all right, Headless Horseman, it's time to cool it. All right, we do know your son. We care about your son. And if you'd like to know how your son is doing, we could have a normal conversation. Clearly, not everyone in this room is a hag.
You get, like, again, as he shunts back, he just kind of loose, body whips towards you and goes, "That is exactly what a green hag would say. I will not fall for your lies." And all of your natural insight for getting can pick up at this point that whatever has bound him here is twisted and manipulated his spirit so much that there is just nothing that you can say that is going to bring him back because of whatever it is that has kept him here.
Yeah. Can I say something just real fast? Just one little sentence.
Mhm.
You're right. I am the hag.
Oh,
and I open my body out.
Oh,
That's a
Venlee,
dumb-
keep him out in the open so I can smite him.
Okay. All right. At the end of Harold's turn, it's going to use a legendary action, and is going to let out this bone-chilling scream. I need everybody to make me charisma saving.
Can I counterspell it?
It is not a spell.
That's really fair.
Ugh.
It is a supernatural ability.
oh no.
Was it
22.
charisma?
Oh,
Oh, this is bad. This
no.
is bad.
Am I the only one who passed? Holy shit.
I think so.
I think you are.
Wait,
15.
what?
I think I'm
Charisma
already
save,
afraid
right?
of
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 1.
Add 3.
So almost.
I rolled a 6.
That's one of your mains, I think, Harold.
Yeah,
okay.
I got an 18.
Okay, so Harold, you're going to take 8 points of psychic damage. Seisha, what'd you get?
22.
You're going to take 8 points of psychic damage, and I believe everyone else failed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vinley, what'd you get?
9
Voss,
with the +3.
15.
15, you fail. V,
6.
6, all right, you failed. So you are all going to take 16 psychic damage.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry, Orkira, what'd you get?
I got a 12. I failed.
Okay,
Yeah.
you also failed. Orkira, Vinley, and V, you find yourself terrified of this creature. Unnerving fear radiates you, and all of you except for Harold and Seisha are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh man, you gotta drop this guy in one turn.
So,
Let's do this.
being stunned, I'm assuming I let go of Voss.
Come on, crit smite.
Well, I assume I let go of Voss anyways because he left Voss's body. I just realized.
And you're all frightened for a minute. Voss, you were still frightened of it, just so you know.
I would guess, yes.
Yep.
That was Harold.
No, wait, is he? Because he succeeded on protection from good and evil save, so that gets rid of fear.
Oh, that's true. But
Okay.
then he gets re-frightened right now.
That one doesn't
Yeah.
frighten him because
Okay.
his save was high enough. So,
Yeah.
okay, so you're no longer feared, Voss.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the three of us about to whoop this ghost's ass.
I can't use magic. I don't know if I can hit this thing.
Yosef, we met your dad. We beat his ass.
We've fought a ghost before, boss.
Yeah, I think it was half damage.
You were stunned. You're no
I'm
longer
stunned. Yeah. I think her fear in this moment doesn't manifest as fear of this ghost, but manifests as fear of what the Phoenix is going to think if she doesn't do the right thing here. So I think she quakes, but it's that what's going to happen afterwards.
Yep. And so, end of your turn, the stun wears off. You get your senses back, and you're looking, and that fear overwhelms you. And Voss, it's your turn. You are no longer frightened. It is standing right beside you as it was shunted from you.
Attack, as I can do little else.
Okay.
That should hit 27.
Is he flanking? with anyone?
27. And as you go to stab, your rapier passes right
Yep,
through it.
that's what I figured.
Nothing happens.
I thought it was the moonlit rapier.
It is
Yes,
very
that's,
mundanely. It's not.
mundane,
It
sure.
does not.
Yeah.
It does not count as a magical weapon to overcome resistances.
Yeah,
and
I
immunity.
I unfortunately don't have it.
Yep.
Okay. So, barring that, 5d6. I was leveling that then. Move through. Seeing Okira is frightened. Move towards her.
You're right next to her.
I am right next to her. Shit, there's very little I can do. Okay. Here's a question. Okira, I don't know if it's shared any of this, but does it look like she's got any magical implementation on her body, magical weapons or anything like that?
I have no weapons. I'm probably clutching the book, which is magical, but you would know it'll
Yeah, I'm
burn
not-
you if you grab it.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. I wouldn't, even if it was.
Yeah, I don't have. I probably would have shared this, but you would know I don't have anything else of note magical on me except my bag of marshmallows, but that's not.
What does that thing I got from Mama
Marshmallows.
Ue do again?
Which one?
The spirit bag, something like that.
You have a protection from aberrations.
Yep.
And this is not an aberration.
Nope. Okay, then I attack it. I move out of its range, afraid of getting possessed again. So I just bolt 60 feet back.
All right. It is going to use an attack of opportunity.
I
no,
did
you
attack
attacked
it.
Yep. Nope.
I
You're
attacked
right.
it.
As soon as I started saying it, I realized the woes of my ways.
So 60 feet back that's really all I can do until it possesses someone again, and I can attack them.
Right,
So
you move all the way back, and you're up against the wall, the far south wall of the pit.
breathing heavily, but that's me.
Yeah, right next to the stairs.
You're actually 45 feet away, not 16, just so you know. Seisha.
Attack.
Yep. As you move through it and move to it and attack.
13 for the first swing.
13 misses.
20, dirty 20 for the second.
All right. As you go to slice it, your sword just goes right
I'm
through it.
smiting,
I understand that, but
Okay.
your weapon is not a magic weapon.
but it gives it radiant damage.
So I would say your weapon damage is nullified, but you
Negated?
can do
Okay.
your smite damage.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's going to be 3, 4d8.
Yeah. So as your sword swipes, like just passes through it, you trigger as the text scroll script shoots up the blade and explodes from the inside of this ghost.
Okay, he's going to take 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Did I do that math right? No, I got to roll one more because he's undead.
Okay. Just give me that number.
4.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to...
Actually, since Voss is safe now, bonus action, I'm casting magic weapon on my sword.
Okay, so you watch as the script on you, Voss, melts away, but you still have the purple music notes radiating around you.
I clutch them desperately.
Okay.
Venlee, you are stunned. At the end of your turn, the stun wears off, and as you focus... V, you are stunned. As your stun wears off, your rage ends, as you did not attack or take damage this round. And you are terrified of this creature that you look on that has no head, yet still talks.
Uncomfy.
Okay. Venlee, same thing. You're stunned for this round.
All right. It is going to attack, and then. Does a 12 hit you, Seisha? No, you sure? You sure?
Not so much. No.
All
Look at the
right.
numbers.
And then I need you to.
You're the best at the save, I think. You
I need a
Herald.
charisma. I need a strength check from you. Versus
Strength
a
check?
charisma check.
Interesting.
Strength or charisma?
I need strength from you. It's gonna roll charisma.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I get what's-
Oh, wait, hang on.
Or do you want to use the? that one?
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
He won. I got a 7.
Yeah.
You got a 17. All right. You go flying.
Oh.
This one, so 35.
Anybody in the? Nope, just that. Okay. All right. You go. Okay. How many feet?
35. So
64.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. 18 plus.
Just 18.
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
As the ghost like rakes his hands across you and basically throws you across the entire room. You slam up against the stone wall to the far. I guess that would be far south side, almost opposite corner of where Voss is, and you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
And are knocked prone, just so you know.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that sucks.
That
Everything sucks
is
about
the
this.
ghost's turn. It is now Harold's turn. You are
10 feet away.
10 feet away from the ghost.
Great shopping episode. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I'm gonna feed it. Well, first of all, I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna say, well, I really did try to reason with you. I'm gonna give it a Hexblade's Curse, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Logic was flawless, but it's an illogical being.
Venlee, and she was like, I'm the hag.
So that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Sorry, yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll again. An 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so he will take a total of 16 plus 11.
27.
27.
Nice.
I cannot count.
All right, yeah, you throw the dagger as it end over end splits, slams into it, detonates. And Shunts, at the end of your turn, it's going to spend a legendary action to make a claw attack against Venlee. Sorry. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Venlee.
All right. That's cute. It's a 9 because Seisha got thrown across the room. I can't wait to go shopping, everyone.
You're going to take 4 force damage. That's already.
Okay, it's already happened.
Mhm.
I look hurt. Like, really
I
bad.
think most of us look hurt at this point.
I will fix that come my next turn. I don't wait. What am I saying? We have healers now. We have lots of healers.
All right, it's now Orkira's turn. You are no longer stunned, just frightened, so you can't physically move towards it.
However, it is 10 feet away.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing something else, but now we're all super hurt.
Best defense, good offense.
Well, just because of the way this is working. So she's still afraid, and what she's afraid of, I think, as I said in this moment, is that the Phoenix is going to think that she failed miserably at this. So she's clutching the book, and she's going, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. And she's rubbing her claws against the book, and sparks are coming off, and little tiny sparks fly over to each of you. And she's casting Bless at 4th level. Get everybody.
All right.
So everybody's gonna get a D4 to add to any attack roll or saving throw. Because she's afraid everybody's gonna get possessed again.
It's everybody within 60 feet, right?
I mean, if I gotta move 30 feet, can I get everybody within 30 feet?
Cannot get everybody within 30 feet because Seisha was thrown against the wall and Voss was. Hold on, unless.
We'll do some math real quick.
Maybe.
My bad.
You can get everybody but Voss.
Oh, well.
Do it.
Can I
Nope. Never mind. Now you can get everybody but Voss.
Okay.
Can I
Everybody
move?
including Voss.
Everybody including Voss. sorry.
You can get everybody.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll cast it at 4th level, so that'll include me and everybody else. And so this is every attack roll and saving throw, you get a D4 to add to.
Useful. Awesome.
Yeah, I want to keep everybody from being possessed.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I don't think I can do anything else this turn. Is there any way to shake off the fear, or is she just stuck being afraid for the next minute?
Afraid for a minute.
Okay.
Unless certain spells or things are done.
Yep.
Yeah. Then yeah, she will continue to. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I got this. I got this. I do. I swear, I do. And that's it.
Okay. Boss.
To do.
Can I hand off my weapon and maintain concentration on it to keep it magical? Oh wait, you can't use a longsword, can you?
No. Yeah, I can, but it's not a finesse weapon.
Yeah, so you wouldn't get a sneak attack with it.
Yeah. Do I know that this whatever did when Harold kicked me is what removed the fear from my body?
I mean, you can get the sense that, yeah, whatever is wrapping around you is protecting you in some way against this ghost.
I will go ahead and tell Harold then, looking at what he did for me, is I'm useless in this fight. Give this to someone who can use it.
I can't play the song again, man. I get one off on that one.
Damn.
And I assure you, the one person we all really don't want to have it right now is you.
Yeah.
Probably me too.
Also, you too.
Thanks.
Okay.
Actually, there's nobody here that would be good.
No.
I don't know. I think the way I roll, you'd be safe.
I think we'd be cool if Harold got possessed.
No.
Oh no. Harold or I, and a fireball gets dropped.
Oh, I forgot about the fireball.
I hold action to move or attack because there's nothing I can do.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Venlee, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Love it.
With a +4, D4.
All right, D4 on top. Let's do that.
Like D4D&D, my favorite show on the internet. Watch it today at 7 p.m. every Sunday.
It's the best stream on the Citadel.
24.
Yeah, you take 2 points of force damage.
Tight.
1 point because it gets halved again because ring.
Hold on. You don't take anything actually. You passed, so
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Wonderful.
So.
And I do a little cackle to keep up the charade that I am the hag.
Okay.
Trying to convince him you're the hag. We need him in the open.
Why are you doing this?
Seisha, it's your turn.
He seems scared of me.
Oh, let's see. I am going to. Well, I've got to get up.
Okay, that's
and
half your
then
movement.
Forward. I cannot reach him, and I don't have any spells that would really be handy this round. So I am going to, as she moves forward, Seisha gets up, and as she moves forward, she ignites her radiant soul, and the wings fly up from her back, and her hair comes up as if she's underwater. And smoke begins to pour out from her eyes. You had your chance. And I'm just going to spend my turn getting to him.
That was metal.
Yeah.
Especially with this music, yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so you move as close as you can, and then you can finish getting there on your next turn.
Yeah. You are currently 20 feet away because it took half your movement to stand up and your action to ignite the wings.
Yeah.
It is V's turn. V, although you are frightened, you are currently right next to it.
So you can attack it, but you have disadvantage on your attack.
Okay.
You could reckless.
I could reckless and it'd be normal.
Normal. Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm cocky enough for that. Okay.
Remember, you are not raging right now.
But you do get to add a D4 to every one of these attacks.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna rage again.
Okay. Again, your ancestors pour out of you as you let out this just rage scream. And
They look like older people who don't understand when the phone, like the call drops, and they're just like, "Why did you hang up?"
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna assume it was like Beast Skin and Shadow Walker and Wraithborn. They're just like, what happened?
Nice. You have some people tied to the ethereal plane a little bit.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
your
so
attack.
I hit him, and that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
You don't have to worry about rolling the d4. That hits.
Excellent. And that's gonna be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Could have been better. And the next attack is a natural one.
Oh.
10.
Oh.
That
10.
Okay. Got it.
But I don't know if auto fail, whatever.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
The first one you swipe through and you actually feel the Bahir blade and its magical properties imbued into it. Dig into this ethereal form. It screams, and you go to swipe again, and it just like moves like up and around as if to pole vault over your blade. And you almost hit Harold as your swing goes wide, but you do not.
All right, that brings us to Venlee.
Oh, actually, that was 11 points of damage. I forgot it's +3 melee, not 2 anymore.
Add additional 1 to that.
Yeah, it's just that 1 extra damage,
Hey,
All good.
sometimes it's that one.
It is. It is.
How far is Voss from me?
Like 40, 45, depending on where you position yourself.
Did I hear him say that he doesn't like? I know that he can't hit a ghost, right?
You're
yes.
you're well versed in the
Okay.
ethereal. Yeah.
Can I throw him the wand of magic missiles? Like move if I have to, then toss it to him? Can I just say point and shoot?
Point and click.
Yeah, just point and want it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't require attunement, and you don't have to be a spellcaster. So yeah.
Yeah, I toss the wand over to Voss.
I am living for this moment.
You'll have to move closer, just so you know.
Yeah.
So.
I catch it and then stare at you blankly.
And she raises her wand and looks at you expectingly to follow her since you held your action to attack.
I'll use my action if that's all it takes to.
Yeah, it's
Point.
free action to pick up the
I
wand.
love it. That's great. Go ahead and just make me a dex check.
Certainly.
Okay. Both of us?
No.
Okay.
Just-
16.
okay. Yeah. Easily, you snatch it out of the air with finesse as you like quizzically look and point.
How many
And as-
charges are you pouring out of this thing?
It has 3 currently. I'll let you know that. Like, out
Do
of-
I know all this?
No. You see, sometimes I let loose like 9, and sometimes 3 come out.
So what I would do canonically, or like, yeah, is not knowing how this works, is use it as hard as I possibly can,
Yes.
Yep.
And
wanting this thing to die.
at the same time, Venlee is casting Magic Missile at 4th level as well.
Okay, he will follow what you do, your movements precisely mirroring you as much as possible, figuring your stance or your movement is what activates this, and will point with all of the will he has in this body, wanting this thing to die.
2 things, just so you know.
Mhm.
Love that. 5d4 for you, boss. 5d4 plus
Okay.
1 for each bolt. And then also we're going to need you to roll a d20.
Yeah,
Okay.
please don't break my wand.
I can't guarantee that.
Just don't roll poorly.
He's
5d4
rolled so many
plus five.
20s. It's
23 points of damage.
Nice.
And I also got. Did
And
you
that's
add-
a 15 on the d20.
That's great. All it takes is a 1 to destroy it, so you're fine.
And
Okay.
Logan, did you add 5 on top of the damage you rolled?
I did.
Okay, cool. And I got 21 points of damage on my 4th level magic missile. And there were 6 beacons. So
Nice.
11 bolts come out at the same time.
Yeah, and they all just like fill this room with that is being sucked away by the light in here, and just these pink white globules just race around everybody and just circle this thing in a tornado, just constantly. Doop, 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 doop. You hear it scream out in pain.
Yep. As it staggers and kind of you see its form begin to flicker in and out of existence in the ethereal plane. And at the end of your turn, it starts and in a desperate attempt to find some protection, it goes to dive into V. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw, V.
Oh no. Oh no. Do I get a D4 because of Akira though, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Alright.
Please do.
Let's hope that D4 roll strong. That's a 14.
Did she get Seisha too?
No,
Compare that
Seisha
out.
is too far away.
Yeah, shit.
And you watch as it disappears into V. And V loses all control of her body. As it
My
is-
ancestors just get confused, I guess.
I'm
I'm assuming that ends my raging.
Could her thing that protects people protect her from that?
I don't think it helps in saving throws.
Okay.
And your ancestors are still fighting alongside you, V.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep.
oh no.
You're still raging.
since
Harold.
all of this happened on Venlee's turn. She's already like posed and she like gives a sly smile to Boss and then notices it jumps into B and goes, shit.
Yeah.
Only one option here. I'm gonna use Phantasmal Force on V.
Okay.
It's an int save, V.
It's a what? Oh, intelligence?
Yep.
Good call.
Yep. I know what I'm about.
That's a 13.
Fails.
Ooh.
Still
Oh,
have a
shit.
D4.
I still have the D4 for Okira. You're right.
Yeah.
So that's a 7.
16?
16. Oh, I rolled a
16.
13, not 14. Sorry.
So 16?
16. Yeah.
Whew, just barely fails.
Oh.
So everything, all of us just disappear in smoke. V swears in the only empty corner of the room, there's the hag.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me see if I can make. Oh, it's a 10-foot cube. So no, it's just the hag is standing in the corner now and looks like she's trying to keep illusion magic above herself.
Okay.
That is beautiful.
But it's in the unoccupied corner.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no, I get it.
furthest,
Yeah.
furthest corner away.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yep. All right. That is Harold's turn. That brings us to Orkira.
How close is V to me?
V is
Right next to her.
20 feet away. She moved to get everybody in that.
bless.
that
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Then I can't do the thing I want to do. I was unsure if she was next to me. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
You can move and no.
Yeah, but I'm still afraid, so I can't move to her, can I?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, because you can't move closer to the object of your fear.
Because
So
it is
Yeah.
technically
Still-
still there.
yeah,
You can
the-
still feel its presence.
yeah, and well, the flavor of this is she's afraid of what the phoenix is gonna think. She can't move closer. So instead, she's gonna channel divinity. She's still clutching the book, and she's gonna go, "Yeah, I got everybody. I got it. It's gonna be fine." She's gonna use explosion of life. So I think everyone's still within 30 of me, right?
They are.
Awesome. A familiar burst of flaming energy comes out and starts to radiate around me. Everybody gets a D8 temporary hit points at the start of your turn. And I'll go ahead and roll mine because I's hurt too. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to look over at Venlee, and as that sphere emanates from me, it washes over you, and you feel a little extra warmth as she's going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level, and she's going to start to fix things.
Nice.
So you're going to get 10 health back.
Nice.
Oh no,
And-
word. Oh my god.
Yep. And I'm still concentrating on the bless. So everybody's still got a D4. And she's still going to stand there half praying in fear. See? Yeah, I got this. And she's done.
All right. Boss.
First, I saw Harold do something, correct?
Right, you saw him cast a spell, but it is not visible to you as to what that spell has done.
I asked Harold, what did you do?
Oh, she thinks. I'm clearly trying to think of a quick lie, and I turn and I say, "He's on to me," and I will point cryptically towards the corner.
Amazing.
And then I give him a look like, "Sorry, man." Like it's just like, "What do you want me to do here?" Like,
Okay. How far away is the corner he pointed to?
Complete opposite end from where you are.
You can do that calculation in a second.
400 feet.
I mean, how big is this sand pit fight
800
area?
feet in diameter.
60.
60?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a rugby field.
Okay,
Alright.
here is what I would like to do. And I think I can do this without interrupting Harold's spell. I would like to get in front of V, about 10 feet in front of her, and then I would like to hold and trip her as she moves towards the corner just to get her prone, and that's it.
Oh, my knee.
my leg.
My leg.
You move up next to V.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like 10 feet away. That way I'm not
Okay.
Got it.
in attack of opportunity range, and hold action to see if she starts walking towards me, trip her, keep her prone, that way she's on the ground.
Okay, got it.
And to roll your D8 for temporary hit points.
Me?
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
been doing that.
Oh,
It
No,
just
no,
The
happened.
start of your turn.
Start of your
Okay.
turn.
Just happened.
thank you
Yeah.
for the reminder.
Stacia?
Me roll my D8 real fast.
Yep.
Woohoo! 8!
6.
Yay! Let's see. I'm going to move to V. And God, I'm going to.
You are currently flanking with Harold, just so you know.
Okay. I don't want to attack V. I'm going to give up my magic weapon and cast protection from evil and good on V.
All right, V, go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw with advantage and a D4 from Bless.
Do it,
Right.
do it.
And now
Oh, that's 9 plus. It's 11.
That's
Is that with
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and an 8.
plus
I
3.
rolled shitty on that too.
So really a 14.
Unfortunately, not enough to push it out.
Get out here and face me.
No.
Oh, no.
At the end of your turn, it is going to let. No, it doesn't. Sorry, you're right. V's turn. Sorry, at the end of your turn, it's V's turn, and V is going to completely ignore you.
As if you do not exist.
Must go roll D8.
Yeah, you can roll a D8.
I got
and-
6 temporary hit points.
And you see her charge into the far corner.
It's her turn to, so she rolls the save again, though.
Is that the beginning
Yeah.
or end?
I think it's.
I thought it was the beginning.
Oh, so how?
seeing?
Just so you know, how protection from good versus evil is when you cast it, if they are possessed, you give them an immediate advantage on the saving throw,
Yeah.
and then they are protected from being possessed.
The
After
target
that.
has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
Correct. The possession does not trigger a saving throw at the end of its turn.
Oh.
By casting the protection, you allow that saving throw to be forced,
Got it. Okay.
and if the spirit is propelled, then it cannot
Repossess.
repossess.
Okay. Got it.
So I
I thought they
don't-
got a save on each turn. That was
Yeah.
what. Darn it.
But yeah.
Do I
after
trip?
After you heal, Voss, you see her charging Seisha. She will run past you, provoking an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Yes.
Voss will run past you.
I will attempt to trip.
I'm sorry, V. I'm gonna attack.
That's a natural 1 on athletics.
Okay.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 should hit.
Does that hit you, V?
Yes, a 19 does hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna
Sorry,
say
V,
that.
I'm gonna smite
Cool.
because I gotta affect.
Don't
Oh
forget
wait,
your
no, I
radiant.
don't have to affect her, do I?
No.
But I only get 1d8.
You also have. Don't forget your radiant soul damage.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
that's
added
9.
onto that as well.
I'm gonna. Sorry, V. I'm gonna smite.
Okay.
And while that's calculating, as V rushes past you, Voss, you go to try and swipe, but she just barrels through your leg and kind of knocks it out of the way as she is hyper focused on this corner.
Spin in the air, fall flat on the sand. Boss stares up at the sky and just wonders where the hell his day went.
That's 30 points of damage.
Right. So you take. That needs to be slashing and radiant separate.
Okay.
because it's raging, and we'll take half of the slashing.
It was 7 or no. 21. It was 18 radiant plus 9, so 27 radiant. And 3 regular.
So 3 regular.
Yeah. Oh,
And 7.
plus 2. So 5 regular, sorry, and 18 radiant. No,
17 radiant.
17 radiant. Something like that. No. 20.
You said like 27 radiant or something a second ago.
Because it was 3 normal, so 27 radiant total.
Okay.
5, because I forgot to add my plus 2 in, so 5 regular.
5 slashing?
Is that already halved?
No, that is not halved.
So you'll take 2 slashing,
Okay.
28 radiant.
Oh my god.
Okay. So 30 points of damage. Well, hold on. Oh, I did that wrong. I didn't realize it was going to automatically take away the temporary hit points.
It's smart that way.
Oh, wait. I put in too much.
As V gets into the corner, you watch as she takes her sword and swipes, using the action to interact with the illusion. Is going to make using the ghost's intelligence will use against this illusion. That's a 14 against your spell save DC, Harold. I believe that fails.
It is 14 against my AC.
No, DC, your spell save DC.
My spell save DC is 17.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So it continues to assault this hag that has bound it in undeath or something. You don't know why.
And the hag is over there like, ow, 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 just getting the crap beat out of her.
Yeah.
God damn it, stop it, ow.
Quit! Just ow!
Yeah, very Harold responses. Quit it, damn it. Stop it, you little shit, ow. You sound like a pro wrestler.
Venlee, it's your turn.
Venlee's gonna hit the
Okay.
from
Thanks.
far away, from very
Okay.
very far away.
Okay.
Because the last time V hit her, 1 hit she was gone. So let's do. I'm still frightened, so let's do a magic missile
Okay.
at first level. Goodness. Oh wait, D8 first. Sorry.
Okay.
7.
While that damage is calculating, it is Harold. You're up next.
Good.
Valkyria, you're in the hole. As 3 globules of light race past you, Seisha, and slam into V.
9.
All right, V, you're gonna take 9 damage.
I rolled 2 1s and a 4. And then I'm gonna move closer to Voss, because I feel like he's in the nice middle ground of this arena that we're in.
You can move directly horizontal. You can't move up closer. So you are technically getting closer to Voss, but not getting closer to V.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Harold.
Oh boy, this is dangerous. Harold is going to take his hat and pull it down a little bit further, and I'm going to activate the finest bucket in the gaff as I walk closer to her. I am going to try to get V so absolutely furious it shunts him out. I'm going to do what I did to Voss, but on a whole other scale of untold stupidity of the things I'm about to say to her. Which do I have to roll? I'm going to try to persuade, but something tells me it's going to end up being intimidation.
Okay, hold on.
Do you mean what you're saying?
No, I guess it would have to be a deception.
Yeah.
But I don't get a choice here. They choose.
Yeah.
I might be trying to intimidate her.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You are trying to intimidate her. I did higher low.
Okay, that's okay. That's exactly what I wanted. I was like, I'm going to say. Harold kind of shakes his head and he gets ready to say something really nice, and then he feels the hat fucking with his head, and he grits his teeth and he's like, "Let me tell you something, V. That little ghost there is just a distraction because your shoes don't match that dress. And you know that thing you wore to the party? It was hideous. It looked awful. And everybody, the entire party, all they could think about was, oh, here comes V with her bright red. It was pathetic. And frankly, if you have something you want to say about it, why don't you say it to my face?" And then as soon as the last words leave his mouth, Harold goes, "Oh no."
All right, I need you to make me an intimidation check with advantage, Harold.
26.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna say that this forces a save for V. and
I
because
still
he's
think she's gonna hit me
protected,
though.
and you'll have advantage. So V, make a charisma save with advantage and a D4.
Nice.
There's no way I can beat that, even with a natural 20. So.
No, you're trying to beat the ghost.
You're trying.
Oh,
to
the ghost, not
Yeah,
Harold.
save.
My bad.
Just a save.
Okay, so that's gonna be 18.
Yeah.
Is exactly what you need.
Yes!
Oh,
Nice.
finally.
As you just rip free from this ghost, and you are furious as you heard every word Harold said.
The theme was fire!
Harold's like, yeah, and then as she turns around and like, ah! She actually shrieks. Like 10 million times more scared of her than the ghost.
Or Kira, it is your turn, and you
Okay.
can see the ghost out of V.
Yeah, but I'm still terrified of it, aren't I?
You are.
How close is the ghost?
Hold on. 35.
Ah, shit. Ah, crap. All right.
Shit and crap.
Crap on a stick. It's 5 more feet than I needed it to be. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Can I place a fireball anywhere where it's gonna hit the ghost and nobody else?
No,
It's a whole lot of people over there now.
Yep, it would hit V and Voss.
No, I don't want to hit anybody else.
Do it.
Nope.
Do it.
No, you don't want me
If
to
you
land
can
in the
hit
fire.
just me and Voss, it might be okay.
Nope.
I'll be fine.
Nope. Not gonna
I'll be
happen.
fine. Do it. Burn
What
us
are
all
you
in
doing,
a fire.
Arkira?
I'm gonna
Do it, you
hear.
pansy.
I'm gonna hear all of that.
No, but I don't think anybody actually says that.
No.
I don't think anybody is
She
actually
hears it in her
shouting.
head. She hears the fear is now manifesting as the destruction part of being a Phoenix cleric, and now that some healing has happened, she's like, no, I really hate it, and she's gonna cast Flaming Sphere at it because
Okay.
it's A dexterity saving throw. It is not an attack. So dexterity saving throw DC 18. And she's casting this at 4th level.
All right. That is a natural 20.
Oh. All right.
That jerk.
It's still going to take fire damage.
Okay.
It's going to take half this damage, and something else is going to happen real quick. Okay. So 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then I got to read something really quick cuz this is actually the first time I've ever Who's within 30 feet who's like super hurt?
Oh, well.
Yourself?
Besides me.
I'm looking pretty rough.
Is anyone bloodied?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay.
I'm at
is,
23
yeah.
health out of 85.
But I think you're too far away from me,
But I'm
V.
surprised
You,
so.
Voss, are you within 30 feet of me?
I am.
Awesome. I'm going to so a little bit of that flaming sphere flies off and becomes what actually looks like a little hummingbird, a little fiery hummingbird, and it comes over and just gently lands on your head. And I cast the flaming sphere at 4th level, so you're gonna get 5 health back.
I'll take it.
Because I rolled really bad on my D4. And that's all she's gonna do. She's gonna continue to concentrate on the bless. Her flaming sphere is still up, and she's still terrified.
Voss, it's your turn. Is there anything?
Ghost is out.
Ghost is out.
Ghost is out. How far is the ghost away from me?
10 feet away, and there is a flaming sphere in between you.
I run away.
Okay.
30 feet back and hold action just in case.
Okay. Doing that.
That's it.
Nobody next
I
to my
run
flaming
away.
sphere, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Seisha, it is your turn.
Or actually, I cast flaming spheres to the bless ends. Sorry.
Got it. So no more bless.
No more bless.
Okay.
Seisha, you are 10 feet away from this.
I moved and
Okay.
swing.
All right.
So let's see. First attack.
Sometimes when I hear
Rolls bad. Is a 23 to hit?
23 will hit.
Okay. And that's going to be 8 normal. I'm smiting. So
Okay. The normal goes right through it and doesn't do anything because you're no
Right.
longer a magic weapon, but the smite will, and your radiant soul added
Yep.
onto that as well, just so you know.
so it's going to be 23 damage radiant.
Okay. Is that with your radiant soul?
Yes.
Okay. Go
That's
ahead
your
and
beautiful soul.
sing us its swan song.
Yeah! Well done.
Seisha stalks forward and brings her sword up and just gives this scream as she brings her sword down, and it cleaves and catches him here. And it sort of stops for a second, and she just continues screaming, and it slowly slices through as if she's cutting through something hard and just dragging her sword slowly through it. And the top half of it just kind of shifts and falls to the ground, and then the legs fall and it fades.
All right. And with that, the room goes quiet, and we're going to take a break.
No more seances.
Yeah, we
please.
need a break from seances as
Oh,
well.
no.
Uh,
Gonna set up the next one.
Oh, yeah,
thank
the
you all.
lobster.
Thank you all for bearing with us on this unexpected combat.
That's why there was no map.
Yep. As sometimes seances go
Horribly wrong.
Awry.
and yeah, go awry. And we're back.
Hey, everybody. So, yeah. The BFGs got done talking to the reincarnated Twiggy.
Yep.
And Nim as trying to ascertain who killed him.
Finding out it was a clone or someone who looked exactly like Twiggy, and then headed to Renair's manor and went down into the fighter's pit and attempted asked the Phoenix some questions, found out that the Harlequin is still alive, and then attempted to cast Seance to speak with Lady Cassalanter to determine some information about a deal that was made in the past, but unfortunately, the Seance went awry, and a malevolent spirit of Barkheld Hailing Horse, who was a headless ghost, showed up and attacked. And as you all collect yourselves and make your way back home, we can all go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pick up on our downtime for the rest of this episode.
So if you would like to take a long rest now, as it could be a totally different day, anything like that,
Yep.
it's fine.
And we're gonna kind of do this how you basically just let us know what you want to do over these 10 days as you prepare to leave the city and make your way to the Star Mounts if that is what you still want to do. But you will have a full 10-day of downtime to kind of take care of some things here and there.
So, let's start with Venlee.
Hello. I think the first and foremost thing she is going to do is finish up writing that report and take it to the Blackstaff.
Okay, you go to the Blackstaff.
Yep. All right, so you make your way back to Blackstaff Tower and make your way up to Vajra's office. After a knock, you are greeted by the young head mage as you see her mapping and planning magical pinpoints on the raised wooden miniature cityscape of Waterdeep that magically pulls itself up out of the table. You first notice the points marked on the map are located along the stone troll wall that separates the field ward from the outside farmlands. And from the two books laid out on the table next to her, you see one with a depiction of a write-up of the twisted double great worm-topped dragon staff of Augeron laid out on the table, and another about the mythalar that was used to create the great dragon barrier.
Greetings, Senior Grey Galanodo. Is there something I can aid you in?
I just stopped by to submit my report. What is it that you're working on, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm trying to figure out how to extend the Augeron's dragon barrier. Now assisted with the dragon staff, it's possible, but improving upon a mythalar is tricky. But if we're bringing in the field ward, we need to protect them.
Wonderful. And she hands her the report and is like, I will be leaving the city. Briefly, I have some personal matters. Oh.
I appreciate the courtesy of being informed.
Okay.
My advice, if you should want to hear it, traveling between cities, the wilds can be just as treacherous and unforgiving as the back alley shadows in the city, but in different ways. The well-traveled roads are often targeted by goblinoids looking for goods or ransom.
I remember those.
Anything less traveled could harbor all manner of beast and monstrosity. Don't push harder than necessary. Remember, not everything is worth fighting or dying over.
I
Good luck.
would agree with that one.
Good luck, and report back upon your return. That is unless you return directly to the tower, which I will be aware of.
Of course. I will send a heads up if I were to teleport in.
It's fine. Only those that are allowed, and you being a Force Grey member, you would be allowed to do that. So,
If I were to teleport in and have accompaniments, they would also be allowed in, yes?
yes, you are. They are accompanying a Greyhound.
Oh, perfect. Just wanted to double check on that in case they get splattered across a magical force field.
But before you leave, what are these updates about?
Oh, this is a report on the entire situation that we have just concluded involving the stone.
Oh, yes. Maloon told me everything about the meeting. Don't know if I fully agree with it, given the trustworthiness of some of the people involved, but the gods know I have been one to leap before looking and take too much onto my own shoulders. It nearly cost the city everything. So, it's good to see that you're smart enough to not make that mistake. It's good to rely on friends.
I wouldn't call them friends. Just
If they're aiding the city, they're at least good allegiances to have.
yeah, except for one in particular, he still makes me very uncomfortable. And she leaves it hanging whether she's talking about Jarlaxle or Davil.
Yeah. But if you trust them, most of them, then Force Grey will work with them. With Maloon and you leading the charge on our behalf. So if they do get unruly or have other nefarious motives, we'll know.
Of course. And thank you for believing or trusting that I wouldn't make a deal with someone that I could not defeat.
That's going to happen. I just trust that you trust us in order to help you out if it's necessary.
Of course.
Speaking of...
One more.
Speaking of, Kaiser Vex also informed me of the valiant efforts your team went through in order to restore the money stolen from the people of the Splendors. Good job.
Oh, yes. I hope it all works. I really do, and I hate to be leaving the city right as all of that is kind of supposed to happen.
No. The money's out of your hands. It's now in the cities. That is Laurel's job. Now, what would you do? Sit around and count the coins as they're being infiltrated into the city?
No.
Yeah. You're not needed. It is appreciated for the efforts you've done so far.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, good job on helping get rid of a servant of Tiamat, which Kaiser Vex was more than resplendent in his demeanor while telling me every detail about.
Of course, it was a pleasure, honestly. Honestly, and as a favor, or not a favor at all. Is there like a supply store maybe for necromancy in particular? Like, I don't know how to word this, Madam Bajor Safar. Can I have a corpse or two? Would we have those for the necromancy students?
Can I go to the old corpse coffers? Can I?
I can speak with Homenkost.
Just make sure they're not like anyone who's overtly like innocent looking. I would hate for my friends to think that I went out and took like this little gnomish person and animate them.
Typically, bodies donated to the Blackstaff Tower are those that are willingly done so for training in the necromantic arts.
She writes that down.
Gnomes are not innocent.
I cannot
Write that line down.
I cannot guarantee that Homenkost in his Thayan ways will be willing to part with one, but
of course. I just thought to ask because not a lot of pickings. That came out wrong. I am so sorry, and I'm going to leave. It was wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much for your
there's
just like
a
bowing out.
couple of other things I should update you on. It's fine. I understand how necromancy works.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll find something outside of the city.
So sorry for
About Halam.
that.
He's grown older. He's showing signs, heavy signs, of debility now. That he's no longer protected by the nearly ageless effects of becoming a chosen. We have him in stasis of meditation and have slowed his aging as much as possible with our magics, but honestly, unless we can find a way to extend his life and body, we will lose him.
Is he saying he's saying here, right?
Yes.
And is there a possibility I could talk to him?
Not currently. It's It's honestly just a matter of time, and we're trying to keep him in stasis of meditation as long as possible until we can figure out a way to...
Well, if it helps, I'm actually really close friends with the resurrection cleric. If he were to...
If he dies of old age, and he's over 150 years old now, it will not be. And what is ailing him now is age.
How would that... This is theoretical magic. In my head, a question I have. What if one was to... and then resurrect him, would he still immediately start dying of old age?
It's hard to say, but most likely this is the age he is now, and if you were to resurrect him, he would come back as who he was. Not younger, not more lively, definitely not a chosen. So you would only be prolonging the inevitable in a very painful way.
Okay, well, will you just let him know that I thank him for everything he's done for me? And I'm sorry I couldn't help him more.
It's not all for naught. Master Morali is learning his wisdoms and taking over his initiate assessment. With her worship of Sabrus, the Lord of Divination, her methods are
Fallible.
more dangerous and taxing on the mind compared to a direct link and control of which psionic chosen that he was. But
I understand. I mean more on a personal level. That, thank you.
he, his assessment was to show you what you needed to overcome. And if he has helped you in that way, then you need to be only proud of yourself.
Well, everyone needs a catalyst.
You brought in Herodust, your group did.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yes, we have tried all forms of identification, but since it is now considered a new substance, as is, it only identifies as Herodust. However, at higher weaves of magical identification, we were able to ascertain it is not a mineral compound, but instead identifies as an organic compound, but not akin to any flora or natural fauna. The substance identifies as an organic aberrant encephalon compound. We have studies that it mimics the power of the weave, but does so by binding with the mind to perceive the world differently and uncontrollably manipulates reality.
Did someone make something like that? Or throw something like that?
It's unsure, but with this knowledge that we have so far, we have Master Morali investigating its connection to the mind. And it showed responses as if it is sentient and sapient in its capabilities.
The dust is...
Yes, and Venlee, if you so wish to make a medicine check on encephalon, you so can, especially with your medical history.
Dirty 20.
Encephalon is the scientific medical word for all parts involving the brain.
So it's... Oh, whoa. That raises a lot of questions.
If you can find any way to find out more information on this.
I will...
Where it come from, anything like that. And if just the more information we have, the better we have in order to fight against it.
Of course. I could possibly get you a piece of a horn from a creature from a beer. Those both seem aberrant, and we could cross-reference those.
I'm unsure. Although they are both aberrant in nature, it would be like giving me a tiefling horn of a humanoid as we are inspecting the mind of another.
That's...
Yeah. So The closer you can get to the source, possibly. But speaking of a beer, the ichor you brought back. When it was identified, this also registers as an aberrant compound. It seems to have many names. Black milk, mother's milk, blessing of the herald, void, yes, void nectar, and water of the womb.
Womb?
Yes.
That's a lot of motherly iconography. Is this
It is
alive
an
as
ad-
well?
Hmm?
Is this alive as well?
It does not. It does
Huh.
not have sentient or sapient capabilities as the others does.
Good.
We do not know any more beyond that about this compound. We have isolated it. There's a few that have aided in inspecting it, attempted to drink it during the process, while others have lost authority of their mind.
Which class were they in that drank it?
They did not drink it. We were able to stop them before.
Oh, I thought you said there were multiple people who did drink it.
No, we isolated the compound because multiple tried.
What? Oh, I know why. It whispers to you if you. I should have warned you about that. I am so sorry.
That's fine. We found out the hard way.
Can I see my report real fast that I just handed to you? And she just quickly rereads it to make sure that there are like no details that she accidentally forgot, and hands it back, making a couple of changes.
I appreciate your thoroughness. I will take the time that I can find at the end of the day to thoroughly go over this. And if I have any questions, I will send you a sending.
That works. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
How's Alphalee doing? I heard she's doing well.
She's learning fast as much as I know, but would you like to go talk to her?
Is she in class right now?
And you see Vajra like slam the staff lightly onto the stone and lean up against it as if to listen. Her class just ended, so I can feel that.
Thank you. I will go talk to her. Why do you hire so much intimidating teachers? The evocationist teacher scares the life out of me, and I don't know why. They're a small person.
Evocation. He's been here since Kelvin Aronson.
That's why he's scary. Thank you. Thank you for that information. And she will bow out and almost immediately start like fast walking down to Alphalade.
Okay. You make your way down the labyrinth of halls to find the evocations class. And there looks to be no one currently in, as everyone is amidst changing classes or taking a break in the mess hall. However, in the sand pit is a silver-haired preteen who is moving with grace, speed, and determination well beyond her time of training. But like an aggressive dance of martial kata, you watch as she silently practices her incantations and somatics. She seems more confident now, but to your trained and seasoned eyes, you see something mirrored in an old form of you. You see arrogance accompanied by unbridled temper, and she is misconstruing its focus.
I wasn't expecting that one. Is her footing slightly wrong? Yes. Just like slightly wrong.
Yeah, there's many things that are just slightly off, but you can tell that the amount of time she's been here, she's picking up things pretty quickly.
Really quickly. She's going to secretly, using the noise from the hall to mask it, she's going to cast the Mage Hand and like where she's whatever like her hand is off, the hand pulls it into correction, and she'll walk in lightly clapping at the
And she'll
performance.
turn and kind of in your direction as she. Hey,
That was very good. I've heard from almost every single person I've seen in the tower that you're catching on really well.
Thanks. Yeah, I really like fire and ice spells. Like, the heat feels so good, like pure power pouring from my hands. But ice makes the world feel like I do inside.
Oh,
Hey,
a lot of very complex emotions. you're feeling.
can I show you something?
Yeah.
do you trust me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that, before you even get the word "yeah" out, she begins to cast as she points her hands, and burning hands erupts as a gout of flame rushes right towards you. And right as it's about to hit you, you watch as the flames sculpt around you and hit the dummy behind you.
Icon. Sorry, I don't say that. Venlee is just standing there and she's like, oh, well, this is very nice.
And it's like you're being enveloped in a warm hug, kind of like how you feel when you're around Orkiri.
I think you would get along really well with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
She really loves fire. Obsession level. But you're processing a lot of emotions right now, Athlete, and I wish to warn you. With magic comes a heightened sense of purpose, or oneself. Please do not forget that you are not, or you are fallible. Would you like to spar? Give me a full showing of what you've learned. Someone has just summoned dogs somewhere down the hall.
Oof, oof.
It must be the conjuration class getting out. Or
And
the
you watch-
transmutation.
we lower our head for no one as she takes a stance. And the two of you will spar.
Yeah, and she has fully returned, Venlee has fully returned to form of holding her two wands at like an orchestra conductor. Oh, there
Got
it. And she
Yeah.
has them both in her hand and she begins to do her magic dance, essentially.
And very, her stance is very akin to like Avatar: The Last Airbender firebenders. It's very aggressive in her castings. Her somatic components are literally like jolts and like pushes as she like literally thrusts. Even the cold ones will still be that fierceness as she is channeling her anger.
Then Venlee will adopt a kind of reminding her of her elven heritage, a more flowy dance of magic, where she will dance like away from her spells and get like right up next to her and be able to be like just give her a little slap on the face and say, I could have killed you there. And we'll begin dancing around her, dodging her spells.
And you, over the course of this, you slowly gathered a crowd of students just watching the spectacle of you sparring with Alfred.
Venlee gets, as soon as she notices people are watching, she gets a little more nervous and is like, oh, this is not my classroom.
And speaking of that, you see standing in the back corner a man dressed in resplendent blue and gold ornate robes with a long white beard and long white hair, standing with his arms hidden in his sleeves, very akin to how you do, and just watches.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Just watches.
When I see him, I kind of cover myself and do like a back spin, and out of it come 3 magic missiles because that's an evocationist spell.
And you'll watch as she'll throw up a shield, and they slam into the shield.
That'll work.
It ends with him not berating you, but asking you politely that it is time to leave, that the next class begins. But he does not berate you. He does not.
Yeah, but kind of that dad tone of "This is my classroom. Thank you for entertaining." And
Yep.
I'm so sorry. Yes.
Yep.
As she's backing out of the room.
Yep.
Yes. So sorry.
All right. So with that, who would like to do next?
So let's go to Harold.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I gotta talk to folks that are involved in Red Wing business, so I need to talk to the Cudgel. I think that's his name. What is it? Karn the
Cudgel of Carnage.
Yes, Karnan the Cudgel of Carnage.
Yep.
I'm gonna probably leave him a note rather. Well, maybe I'll speak to him directly and just kind of let him know, like, hey, I'm gonna be out of town. Somebody will get in touch with you while I'm gone, and then I'm gonna have Renair and be like, hey man, I need a favor.
Well,
we're gonna have that
Oh,
talk. with Arnon.
That's right. He's not actually there, is he? He's gonna be gone too. Yeah.
But he hasn't left yet.
Yeah.
But you make your way down to the northern edge of where the Trades Ward meet the southern edge of the North Ward.
You find the glass entranceway of Tableau Vivant. You see the strong hobgoblin man in the imposing white suit with the hooded basilisk at his side, negotiating a price with a noblewoman for a new piece in her garden to be used as a fountain. He notices you enter and after settling their discussion, heads over to greet you.
You can instantly tell there is something off about him and his demeanor. In a way, he is also a little less frightening, and his form feels less imposing, but only by a fraction away from his former self. To most others, it would go unnoticed, or it would not matter juxtaposed to the stone-gazing pet and unnervingly realistic statues he likes to occupy his company with. You once again wander over the low-lit alcoves of beautifully decorated walls filled with impressionist paintings filled with emotion that mirror the horrific beauty etched into the stone of the statues that surround you.
I am unsure if it is a pleasure or not to see you again so soon. But then again, so much has happened within the past 10 days since our last, he looks around, artistic discussion. I'm sure you can continue to keep these conversations discreet.
I'll nod and say, of course, it's something I pride myself on.
So what artistic endeavor has caught your eye to bring to my attention?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to be leaving town to maybe speak to a few importers about various things. Maybe me and you will have to discuss once I get back. But in the meantime, I'm going to make sure I have somebody who works for me get in touch with you.
Our mutual benefactor and troublesome client has contacted me to assess which deep-pocketed clients are in need of help in clearing debts. Those of which could use his generosity. I'm not sure what his plans are, but there's been a large shift in his favor recently with the Cassalanter casualties, and I assume he will only want to shift it even further so. I have stalled for your answer to him, but I will need something to give him for your explanation in how to compensate him for the missing delivery. At least to divert his attention while you're gone.
What did you have in mind?
I have nothing.
Harold's going to think on this for a second. Something to, and I, just to make sure I'm out of play grokking what he's saying here. He's saying that Xanathar's like, I'm on the rise, but I should have gotten that thing. Because I didn't, you're going to find me something of value to replace it.
So remember the thing that the box?
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then you got the letter, and he was like, "Oh, Harold, I know it was a misunderstanding, but I know that you'll find a way to make it up to me, and everything will be smoothed over."
Yeah.
And that's why
Right.
Karnan was sent.
Yeah, and that's why Karnan's wife was killed.
Yeah. And so Karnan is basically saying, like, "Hey, I know that we're kind of on the same page, but I have to give him an answer."
Okay. Crap. Did he give any sort of like amount or anything like that he would need?
No, and you know that's not really how the rose works. It's
Yeah, he
typically-
wants something. He wants something else of value.
typically a favor or
I'll kind of frown and I'll say, "We have to do what we have to do to buy time. Tell him if he needs something, then I guess I have to do it."
how long are you gone?
4-10 day maybe.
I will let him know. He will be displeased and waiting, but knowing that he has you under his thumb will buy you some time.
It's the best we can hope for right now.
You said I will be contacted. How?
By letter.
I will await the letter, but know this. If you or they cross me, I will enjoy using your likeness and those around you to add to my art. It is evident it is within your capability, but I will see reprisal for Scoria. If they need my talents, it will feel good to create art with my own two hands.
I assure you, we'll have no reason to hurt anybody but the ones who've hurt us.
As you can tell, I'm still grieving over the death of someone close to me. I'm sure you understand that feeling.
Yeah.
Pain is best released through art, and feeling stone, crushed in my hands would be a nice way to clear my head.
You watch him rest his brawny, defined hands on either side of one of the statue's heads. He cradles it in a way that nearly swallows the face of the elven man with his thumb buried into the sockets of the eyes before running them down to the mouth as if he were attempting to stretch out the scream immortalized in the stone into a smile.
Harold shudders, but does it when he's not looking. Like, he realizes he is in a cage with a tiger right now, trying to pretend that he's not just like some little weasel.
Is there anything else I need to be made aware of?
Thinking back on it, I'm trying to think if there's anything of importance, but no, Harold's going to say, nothing that I know of, just I have it on good authority that creep in the mask might still be around.
And you watch as a firm hand falls upon your shoulder that grips so tightly you feel the pain past the meat of your flesh and into your bone. Glance over and see his other hand gently resting atop the leather cap of the monstrosity at his side. He forcefully persuades your body over to a painting of a dark, deep blues and blacks, obviously depicting a gale windstorm, where you see a singular person wading in the torrent of waters alone.
Alive.
Yeah.
I am more than sure your words to me last time we spoke were reminiscent of this emotionally riveting painting here my late wife created, were they not?
Yep. I thought at the time we were done with him. It has come to my attention that he's slipperier than I thought.
Do you know what she called this painting?
Nope.
She called it Hope. Where many see a man alone, desperate, afraid, lost, drowning in a sea of his own undoing, she said there is one last thing on his mind in this moment. One last thing that keeps him alive. And that is hope. Now, I hope you didn't actively deceive me to gain my graces, and I hope you will find a way to amend this. If that's...
All I can say is I'm not so stupid as to lie to someone and then come to him with the truth. That would be the stupid thing to do. I'd let you find out the hard way if this wasn't an equal, balanced partnership. I'm trying to get you in touch with somebody more powerful so that this sort of thing and these sort of surprises doesn't happen in the future.
You feel his grip release from your shoulder a little bit. If that Cyric worshipping psychopath shows his mask, I hope you know to bring me proof of his demise.
Yeah. Believe me, if I kill him, I'll have a souvenir. And I won't leave it a chance.
I await this powerful meeting.
Yeah. Shouldn't be long now. Wait until I'm back, and we'll get everything squared away. Until then, expect the letter.
And Oscar, I may not be able to have her immortalized in my garden. So I think a single rose will do.
We're gonna get it done.
He nods, and then you watch as he turns and walks away to talk to another noble who is inspecting a piece of artwork.
Harold, for the first time, realizes how he's kind of in over his head. I mean, he might be able to fight Karnan, but fuck, he's just got the presence. And Harold will walk back out.
The big thing Karnan's got is that basilisk.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Are you going anywhere after that?
Yeah, I need to see, for sure, I need to see Vincent Trench. I had a list. I'm trying to remember exactly who else was on it. But I know.
You wanted to see JB.
Yeah.
I will let you know this. You go at one of the 10 days and you check every single day. And Vincent Trench's door is locked.
Okay.
Does not get answered.
Yep.
Then I will go to JB.
Okay. All right.
You make your way further into the south side of the city once again, into the office of Rongguan Mister, as he relinquishes his hat to the rack and takes his true form as Jarlaxle Bainray.
Harold, meeting again so soon. Do you have new rewrites for my part? Perhaps some lines or scene changes I need to memorize for my role, or just in love with the theater, or perhaps the man that runs it?
Oh, nothing quite that exciting this time. Unfortunately, I'm actually going to be taking a little bit of a, we'll call it a vacation from Waterdeep. You know, celebrating our big victory. You know how it is.
Although my heart lies in Luskin now, nothing has given me more pleasure than seeing the outside world. Tell me, where are you going?
We're going to be hitting up some mountains. They're pretty personal to V, and we're going to be basically looking into some things she had some questions about.
There are many mountain ranges in all of Torun. Which ones are you traveling?
What is the name of them? Harold would know, but Ethan can't remember.
Starmounts.
Starmounts, I will say that.
Yes. The spires of rock buried in the heart of the high forest. That forest, a place of great mystery and ruins. Strange red waters said to birth equally strange creatures. The largest tree in Faerun. Hidden caves and caverns. Some deep enough to lead as entrances to Aramikos, the great fungal forest of the Underdark.
Been there yourself?
I have been there a few times. To Aramikos. I have not been, well, in some time to the High Forest. But one could spend a lifetime there and not see it all.
Well, you know, hopefully I get to see as much as I can while I'm there. Listen, while I've got you here and while I'm going to be away...
He's going to pause you for just a second. Before you continue.
Sure.
If you are stopping at Daggerford on your way to the Star Mount, perhaps you can assist Mr. Ronto in retrieving Lawflame for me. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I trust him. He is more than eager, but for his own means and ambition, is something to be wary of. You, however, I know I should not trust a man with such a silver tongue and clever mind, but I like you. Because I am a man with a silver tongue and a clever mind myself. And you're either a fool who has never heard of my escapades, or only placates to my hubris, or you do know and trust me enough to not screw me over. Most would call you a fool either way. However, since you have put so much trust in me to pull off the greatest subterfuge after granting Luskin a seat at the Crowned Lord's table, I will grant you this.
And he pulls out a pendant about the size of your holy symbols. The small metal medallion mimics the recognizable accoutrement of Jarlaxle himself. A purple cavalier hat with a large plume feather on top and a dangling eye patch from below.
Perhaps you can add it to your other pieces around your neck. With it, you are an honorary member of Bregan Arth, and are considered an orb or spider in your tongue. As long as I say, you are welcome amongst us at any time. Not many non-drow are bestowed this honor, and know your rank will never rise above Kaila Nornab. But if you ever find yourself in need of one of ours to aid you, whisper into the pendant, and one of my Bregan will come to your aid, no questions asked. Most of us are thieves, cutthroat mercenaries, and assassins, but we have many at our disposal for whatever you may need.
It is. He will
Now,
take it very carefully. He's holding it. He's just, his mouth is agape. He can't believe it.
no. What is it you were going to tell me?
Well, let me start by feeding into your hubris again by saying it's an incredible honor, genuinely. No joking, Jarlaxle. This means a lot to me, and
you watch as he like rubs his hand over his bald head.
I recognize how much this means, and I assure you, we're going to work together a long time and be able to trust each other 100%. And he puts it on, and I move it to the front of all of my necklaces, and I put it down. Now, what I was going to say was, we've come to the attention that an enemy of mine, who we were very certain was dead, is not. I don't know if you've even heard of him. He's got a mask sort of like mine with no features, and he's called the Harlequin. He used to work directly under the Rose. Now I don't know where the hell he is, but we know he's alive, and I don't think it's any secret that I have someone in the town that I care for very much. 10 days of me being gone is a long time of her being vulnerable, and I didn't know if and I'm gonna specifically name my boy, but I can't remember his name right now.
Gnarl.
I was like, how much would it cost for me to hire Gnarl or somebody? But I would prefer Gnarl because me and him have personal connection, to just watch over her for those 10 days. You're gonna have to tell him that she's gonna trip and fall a lot. Just let it happen. I've found that trying to stop it makes it worse. Just let it happen. She always just tends to be okay. But if it's possible for me to get somebody to just, it doesn't have to be 24/7. I just need somebody to keep an eye on her from time to time so that nothing happens while I'm gone. And I will pay whatever it costs.
Well, I mean, you could always go ahead and use the favor of the necklace if you so wish, and it would be free. But if you want to hold on to that for special occasions, I understand. I've heard whispers of this assassin you speak of, but I've also heard that he has disappeared, but you say he is alive. Interesting.
Yeah, I almost Managed to drown him on your ship while it was sinking.
Ah, yes, the one you blew up.
Well, I wasn't going to bring up that particular detail, but now that you mention it, you're right. It does occur to me that
It was only there so I could bribe Laurel Silverhand into doing what you did for me, so we're even.
Fair.
Or are we? I'm just fucking with you.
Jeez.
But you are a member of Bragan the Earth, and with that, I will allow you the use of Laurel at a discounted rate because we are a mercenary guild and we do require some form of payment.
Of course.
For the entire span of 410 I would say for 250 gold, I could have Laurel keep an eye on your little quarry, if you will. A little clumsy one.
Yes. And I will 100% give him 250 gold. And I will reach a hand out to shake it. And he's like, I don't know if that's how you handle things.
I am accustomed to many cultures.
That's very true. I shake his hand firmly, and I'm like, Commodore Bainray, I'm looking forward to coming back and us getting started on our next big piece.
Well, since you'll be gone for an extended amount of time, let us iron out the details for what you plan to have me do to move this Red Wing forward. Is there anything new from our last conversation you plan to have happen during your absence?
It's true. There is something I plan on doing. Karnan, do you know the Cudgel of Carnage?
I have heard the name. Another enforcer of the road.
Exactly. I've kind of turned him now. You see, the Rose unfortunately killed his wife, and due to that, the guy is looking for revenge. He hasn't actually met the Red Wing, and I'm beginning to think he suspects the Red Wing isn't real. We need to convince him that he is. He's expecting a letter. If we could set up a day, maybe the letter could be a meeting with you.
Oh, I can do that. I've been working on something. May I show you?
Yes.
You know I love to perform. And you watch it as he will take the hat off, and as he puts it on, you watch as it melds into a hood that drapes down into an almost crimson version of Manshun's robes, where the gauntlet, instead of the like reflective metallic or even the gold of the others that you've encountered, is a red steel.
Oh, it's so good. This is Harold. This might as well be, because he'd have the same reaction I do. Oh, it's so good.
And he has that same like apathetic stare that.
Yeah, I mean, for Harold, it's probably like literally like looking into the face of the original Manshun, because I mean, I know this guy's an incredible actor. So Harold's just staring, and he's like, "That is uncanny. You are so creepy right now. It is actually terrifying me."
He just stares at you. Doesn't.
Yeah, you see Harold actually starting to sweat a little bit, and he's like, "So, yeah, I'd say it's working. It's working. Why don't we have you meet with Karnan in person? You can bring a few guys, dress them up, make it look like you're not coming alone, because we all know he wouldn't. And then after that, we just wait it out till I'm back and we start the main show."
He just stares at you.
Okay, wow, man, you are too good at that.
And he'll pull the hood down, but he takes the hat off and he forms back into his
You're creepy
attire, and he sets it down. And I do believe that this is going to be a fun time.
I think so too. You were made for the role.
Just let me know what time and where, and I assure you we will make it happen.
All right, and I will say my goodbyes. Harold will leave. Like, he won't look at it until he's in an alley, but the first dark alley he can go into, he's gonna pull out the pendant, take it off, and just like, holy shit.
And before you leave, he just one last. I may be the actor, but you, sir, are the director in this play.
Harold will.
And he'll take a bow to you as he grabs his hat as his hand goes down in the bow. He grabs his hat and then puts it back on as he turns back into the wrong one to stare.
Oh man, Harold and Ethan are beside themselves. That's really cool. Yeah, Harold will nod. He's actually at a loss for words. He can't imagine he'd ever have been in this position, going from, stealing from a rich family to now he's chummy with Jarlaxle Bainray, like they're actually friends.
Okay.
So he steps outside and he's holding this thing and just staring at it and just like in complete disbelief. He just starts laughing. He's like, oh man, shit. And he puts it on and like dusts himself off. He's like, okay, I need a coat. And he's gonna grab his winter clothes.
Okay. You can actually
How much
easily
will that cost?
you search around for for warmer clothing to bring along with you. And as you do, you can get a full set of winter clothing from Aurora's Realm Shop, and it's 10 gold.
All right.
Yes. Venlee?
Can we say we all did this on a separate day and we all went together?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, of course, absolutely.
Anybody that wants to buy winter clothing in preparation for maybe being
Going
cold,
into the mountains.
That seems intelligent.
V, from experience that
You don't need it, but obviously, if you want to go clothes shopping, we're never going to take that away from V.
Well,
you want
since
some boots with the fur.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, actually, I didn't think about the boots with the fur. Because I can turn my cloak of like fashions into anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
So how much?
So it's 10 gold for a full set of winter clothing. So if you just want to mark it off, you can easily say you've gotten it.
Gold.
And if there's any other gear or anything that you wanted to get,
Yeah, real quick. The special bags. What are they called?
Bag of holding?
Bag of holding. How much does it normally cost?
they are. Hold on, I'll tell you. Let me pull up my.
Venlee hears you asking about that at the shop and just glides over as if summoned, and she goes, "Did you say you were looking for a bag of holding?"
I mean, I figure I've got the cash now. It's important to just have it.
It's a very good investment.
And it's it's strange because you've noticed that magic items have become really rare, really hard to come by, and you ask around and you finally find a shop that has a single bag of holding for sale, and it is 5,000 gold.
Jesus Christ!
I'll hold off. I don't need it. It's definitely not necessary. It was just like if it ends up being cheap, rock on.
Harold,
And that is expensive, and that is far more than it should be.
Harold.
But
why don't you carry the portable hoe?
Because I'll fall in.
This is
Ask Orkira.
I didn't even want the bag of holding. Don't even ask me.
But yeah, no. Then I'm good. That I don't. There wasn't anything else on my list, right? I don't think. Oh, I guess I would see Petunia, obviously.
yeah, and 100%. And if you want, Petunia will look after Earl. We'll look after Biblio, and we'll keep look after your upper level of the manor.
Yeah, we reached that level of being a couple where I give her a key.
This is a good time while Petunia is doing that. Who wants glyphs of warding on their rooms? And where?
I'm at it.
Okay. Harold, would you like a glyph of warding on the loot that belonged to 3 strings? In case it were to move, it casts blight.
Would it hurt the loot?
No. You just wouldn't be able to move it until dispelled.
I'm okay with that.
It looks like a perfectly normal loot.
Do it.
Okay, so that's 2 for sure. Would anyone else like it? Staring directly at boss. I can put it on the back door to the balcony, maybe one of your windows. I know how you have troubles with those.
Oh,
No?
no.
Oh, is it so you can't sneak out at night?
I can take it off. I can take it off when we get back.
I don't need it. Thank you.
Okay.
It probably looks like Home Alone in there.
I've left some nights and I hear you talking. I don't know if you're talking to yourself, but cool. V, would you like one? You have a animal in your room, so I'm not going to put one in your room.
Yeah, Well, I was gonna bring.
Bob Bush is gonna need to be watered.
That's true.
Petunia will water Bob
I was
Bush.
gonna bring the scarf. I was gonna bring Scruffy.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because he's a
Okay.
scarf.
Now
And
you have to feed it every day, right? And
I know.
you got to keep track of it.
Does it eat?
I've already been taking care of it. It's fine. It's
Wait,
just,
your scarf eats? I guess I shouldn't say that when my cookbook eats.
I've noticed that it kind of gnaws on things,
No.
Huh.
but it seems fine.
So definitely not putting a glyph in your room, or it will die.
Well, I'm taking. Yeah, but I'm taking him. I haven't.
We'll name it later.
Them.
Yeah. So I will get 2 castings of
Glyph of Warding.
Glyph of Warding. Yeah, the name of that spell. Let's see. I believe it's 200 gold.
The
Uh huh.
how cold is it gonna be in the mountains?
I don't know,
Oh,
None of us
but maybe
been there.
snow at the top of it.
oh. Why
As
are we
a
going to the top of the mountains?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're looking for any
Just-
information about V's family.
Just in case we happen to find ourselves up there. When are we leaving again?
soon, but everybody's getting winter
End
gear.
of the 10-day.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And I'd like to imagine that we're having this conversation in the clothing shop, and like V and Orkira are just towering over the stacks, and she's just awkwardly standing there looking for anything that's going to fit her. Is there anything?
Oh yeah. A lot of times, you might have to get stuff like custom made.
Yeah.
I know. I usually get my clothes custom made. I can never buy right off the rack.
Well, you always look really fashionable. I don't know if there's like a Dragonborn place that I can get custom in time. I don't know. If not, that's fine. I mean, there's not much that I can do if I need to fly. It's not like I can really wear a coat.
Well, I mean, when I say custom, I don't mean like there's a specific store for Dragonborn. I just mean like I feel like most, tailors and stuff can work with various people. We could just ask them.
Okay, that'd be good. Because if it's gonna be cold, that would suck. That would really suck.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll go do
yeah.
it. I'll do it for you. Yeah, I can do
Well,
the
at least
snow.
you'll have your fire to keep you warm.
There will be a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I look for like any sort of person who works there. As they have a lover's quarrel.
They're having a lover's quarrel. I think they're having a conundrum.
Left brain, right brain.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm looking for like a employee at the store to talk about making custom clothes for Okira.
Okay,
easy enough.
Easily doable. You can easily find a tailor. Like 6.
Yeah.
And you can easily have winter clothes custom made to go around the wings.
And so the way it's made is that there's a split that is at the top of the coat and goes all the way down to about mid back, and there's these clasps that overlap on top, so that you slide the coat up and onto shoulders and through your arms, and then you do the 2 clasps over the wings, which closes up the hole.
Kind of the same way my armor works. So okay.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
It'll cost an extra gold just to do the modifications for your tail and wings and everything. So it'll be 11 gold for you instead of 10.
Yep.
The fact that there's even anything, I mean, that's awesome. So,
That's Waterdeep.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people can make a lot of options for you.
Petunia should probably water my plant too.
She will.
Oh
Just
yeah.
randomly out of nowhere while we're shopping.
You know that Biblio makes a wonderful Barcalounger.
A what?
What?
Barcalounger.
What's that?
It's
It's
a
like
lounge
this
that
really
barks.
comfy chair.
It's a chair
And
that
she won't fall
barks.
out of it.
And she won't
Because
fall out.
she'll never be able to get up because it's so sticky.
No, he'll shift form and you can kind of pry yourself off it.
That's
Okay.
awful. I'm not going to lie.
It's very pleasant. He's snuggly, that's all.
I never snuggled with Biblio, but I never had a problem getting loose when I wanted to. He just let go.
It just takes a little work.
Yeah, I didn't really get a choice. He just kind of snuggled me. I would lay down and then it'd be the book pressed to my face when I woke up.
Boss,
See? That's why you know that he loves you.
Boss thinks back to the time he was so close to setting him on fire when all of this began and regrets not finishing the job when he had the chance.
Almost sets him on fire. He almost
For
kills
some
him with
reason, I
one bite.
suddenly want to slap Voss, and I don't know what it could be.
It's just the air about him.
Seisha is, are we done shopping?
We're moving on to the next thing, I believe.
Yeah, Goblin, you wanted to ask him some stone questions? Since
Yeah,
we
Seisha, over the course of the next couple days, Seisha's going to ask the stone a question each night.
Because we obviously didn't get through everything, let's do, let's say 5 questions tonight.
5 questions? All right. First one, she'll sit down with the stone when it's quiet and everybody's gone to bed. Hello, Golor? Stone of Golor?
And you feel its presence creep up into your mind as you hear it respond.
Yes, Law Seeker Seisha Velaspad. What knowledge can I embark upon you?
Well, I guess my first question is, what is the Stone of Golor?
I am a servant of a great sovereignty, born from the heavens. I was forged 15,000 years ago to gather knowledge for things beyond your comprehension.
And you take the
You take some psychic damage,
Yeah.
but
it's multiple days, so
Right,
no need to
right.
keep track of it.
Yeah.
One night she will ask, Stone of Golor, what is the Elder Eye?
The Elder Eye is the concept and personification of perception in all forms. Born before time and exist throughout the entire cosmos of the planes. It is the watcher, the perceiver, the lurking voyeur. It is Ganadar. And Seisha, as soon as you hear this name, your head all but explodes in pain.
Oh no.
No one's there to hear it.
Well,
Oh, you are.
are you doing this in the evening?
Yeah, it would be in her room, so you'd probably hear.
Yeah, because I'm up in your nook.
Yeah.
And so with my passive, yeah, she's in the middle of doing her evening. Yeah, and then I found a place with a fuzzy hat that fits my horns. It was good. Seisha? And I'm gonna go running on downstairs. Hey, what's wrong? What's going on?
you take 34 psychic damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I gotta get a tissue. My brain's leaking out my nose.
Clarification, that was not from gaining that knowledge. You took the 2d8 from that, so you would have taken also
Oh wow, you said
4 extra.
Which is would be from your max.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Yeah. Seisha has blood coming out of her nose and her ears.
I'm going to immediately grab the side of your head gently-ish, and I'll pump a cure wounds in immediately, 4th level.
Okay.
What was that? Or
I learned a name. I learned the name of the Elder Eye.
and it did this to you?
It's like learning the true name of a god, basically.
Well, not a good one. Not if it did this to you.
No. Ugh.
Sorry, I'm doing it at 4th level, so I gotta do 4. I gotta do it this way. You get 25 hit points back. Is that better?
Wait, not damage. 25 healing.
Yeah. Don't, no dying. Not here.
There we go. Oh, thank you, Akira.
Yeah.
Sorry to worry you.
There's also one other thing that needs to happen.
Okay.
Seisha, can you make a wisdom saving throw? Not wisdom, sorry.
Sanity saving throw.
Sanity saving.
Oh, and
Ooh.
that's the average of intellect and wisdom, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
As I'm holding the side of her face, going, no, the worry is what I do. Worry is what I'm here for.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
It's probably fine.
I'm sure this is fine. Hey, 24.
Low roll. It's good, right?
No idea what that means.
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
There we
I'm
are.
hoping. Typically lower is better, right?
Asking the good questions, apparently.
Yeah. You just learned the true name of an elder god.
Yikes.
I'm shocked you're intact.
Yeah.
We'll see how long I'm intact.
The stone explodes like a kernel in a fucking microwave.
Like a potato in a
All
microwave.
right, we're looking for the chart, and it's being elusive right now.
There we
so-
go. Got it.
Lord.
Or it explodes like a
24 you
microwave
said?
with an egg in it.
Oh.
Okay.
You can make a microwave
We're gonna
explode with a
private
raw
message
egg.
you.
Okay.
In case you didn't know.
I did not. And that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, don't microwave a raw egg. Don't do it.
Like in the shell?
Yeah, you will need a new microwave.
Okay.
Hopefully you know that not from experience.
No,
Home ec!
I used the stone because you can ask it questions. And I asked it about the Elder Eye. And
Okay.
it gave me it just gave me some answers.
Okay. Like the name of the really bad god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay though. I'm fine.
All right. I mean, now that you know that information, does that help?
It gives me something to go from.
Okay. Well, if you think of any other questions, then maybe we can just ask a couple that are yes or no, because
Sure.
Phoenix has never done that to me before. So,
Yeah,
like, if
yeah.
you, you know, I'm just saying, because that was scary. Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Just tomorrow night? Keep an ear out.
Oh, you're gonna ask more questions?
Yeah.
Why don't you come and tell me or other people if you're gonna do that, just in case, you know, so that I don't have to rush downstairs. I mean, so that we're just there, just in case.
I'd rather keep this between us. Just
Okay.
me.
Don't the others know that you've got the stone and you can ask it questions?
Yeah,
and
but I don't want them to take it away from me yet. And if they know it hurt me, they'll probably try to take it away from me.
Okay. I was just thinking you should probably just not ask questions that are gonna hurt you, but I mean, I
have
guess
to
I don't.
get these answers, Kira.
Okay. Well, tell me when you're gonna, and I'll come down and I'll help. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. And she'll kind of hang out and give her a once over just to make sure everything's okay and help
you know
wipe the
what?
blood away.
I wanted to give you something.
What's up?
And she pulls out a journal. Everything that's happened, I've written it down because that's what I do. And I want you to read it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that'll be helpful.
Yeah, you'll know what we know. At least everything I know.
Okay. I mean, I'll read this. I promise.
Yeah.
I may have some questions. I'm not really a book learner. Are you okay with that?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You can ask.
All right. Yeah. I'll read this over, and then tomorrow, before you ask the question of the stone, and hopefully none of that happens, and then I can ask you a couple questions that are not going to cause you to have a bloody nose, but are probably going to wonder, because you don't know how many times I read the Book of the Phoenix before I started to understand stuff. It's just not, reading is hard.
Yeah, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Okay, why don't you get some rest, because you look like you just learned horrible information about an elder god.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's not, but you're right that we probably need to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Arkira.
That's why I'm here, right? And she'll wander back up into the nook. And she'll
There's
put
one last thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
Seisha will cast Sending. And she casts Sending on Averin.
Okay.
And says, "Hey, Averin. I know you're a trickster, but I also know you're not cruel. Please let Harold and Arkira know you're okay. We're all worried."
Wait.
She does not expect a response. She's just hoping it got there.
It's unsure to tell.
Yep.
Sending does not let you know if it is received.
Yep.
And technically it's a cross plane, so please roll a D100 for us.
You know what? I'm gonna start working on a signature spell where it's like red receipts. Messages. So
You left me on red.
Yeah, I know you heard me.
56.
You're fine.
Okay, yeah.
You
Can I
know
do
that
so-
it should have gone.
Yeah.
Can I do something real fast after that?
Sure.
Seisha, are you done?
Yes.
Arkira goes back up into the nook. She's gonna put the journal down, like somewhere nearby. She's gonna grab her Book of the Phoenix again, say, "Okay, sorry, that was really important." And she's gonna cast Commune.
Okay.
And she's gonna ask, "Seisha, okay?"
The lantern that's in this nook ignites, but it does not seem to grow or dwindle.
I'm fine.
That's for my second question. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll keep an eye on her though. All right, are you okay?
And it erupts into flame.
Are you still happy with me?
And there is an explosion of fire in the room.
Okay.
That as it goes in this bright flash, as it goes back to being snuffed out.
Arkira, you okay?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. I did not set anything on fire again. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's cool. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
And I believe that is where we're going to end tonight's session. And
All
we will pick up next week, as it is a little after 11, and we do not want to go.
There's so much to get to.
But we will pick it up next week. We promise. As the downtime days will continue next week.
So there's a lot to get through.
We do still have a lot to get through.
No seances next time, I promise.
Yeah.
It
was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have not done so already, please enter hashtag Eldritch for your chance to win an Eldritch Foundry miniature, or hashtag Beyond for your chance to win a player's bundle.
Wow, I got a name. I'm so happy.
Oof.
Yeah, tonight was huge for Harold too.
Woo!
Yeah.
That
Big-
was
big
crazy
steep
huge.
stuff. Now that you guys have the spells that are just like, give me the answers, it's like, yay, no.
Listen, just
Right.
because you
No, it's
have
great.
just because you have the answer doesn't mean you know what to do with the answer.
Yeah.
So,
Now you're just stuck with that information, being like, well, I know your name now and I know you're here, so that's cool.
Well, great. You've
Right.
been plotting against me ever since I sunk that ship. Awesome.
yep. It's not always helpful. It's just good.
Information. Just straight up raw information.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait for the next 5 questions you got.
I guess I got a couple good ones.
I mean, that was only
That was
That was only 2.
yeah.
that was 2 questions.
Yep.
Woo!
I still got a
Yeah.
couple more nights of yes and no questions for many of you to ask some
Yeah.
questions.
There's
So
gonna be lots and lots more info that we learn next episode. Maybe some planning of some fun things. We'll see. Maybe some fun things happening. So much that will need to happen before you guys leave the city, and we are super excited for it.
yes, Orkira has learned that she's heading towards snow and is now freaking out.
Now she's
But we have
sad.
some winners.
Yeah, winner of the Eldritch Foundry miniature is Roland HTG. Congrats to you.
And winner of the Beyond Players Bundle is Raven's Claws.
Hey.
Nice.
Congrats to y'all. I will be reaching out via Twitch Whispers. Please make sure you have your whispers open so that I can contact you to give you your prizes.
Be excellent to each other.
And may you always roll with advantage. Good night, everybody.